bank account. Even if you pay taxes on it, you're going to get double taxed for that deposit. But regardless of that, when it comes to crypto, like you got that easy access to money in the bank, and you could get that house that you really dream of, or whatever it is, especially you cash business types of self-employed people. So please keep this stuff in mind. Like, crypto is a good thing. Stop trying to avoid paying taxes, because there are things in life that you need to now have more income for, and crypto's right there. This is like the ultimate side hustle. If you learn how to actually trade and successfully trade crypto and NFTs, shit, you've got an ultimate side hustle that can now develop real businesses. You could take this side hustle money and get into real estate. You could take this side hustle money and get into whatever you've always dreamed of. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket. And when you hear that, it doesn't mean, oh, put it in Ethereum, put it in Shiba, put it in Bitcoin. No. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Put it in real estate, put it in gold, put it in crypto. You've got so many different opportunities. Am I saying to go buy a house right now? Me personally, I'm not doing that. I'm waiting for the housing market to crash. I'm pretty confident that it's going to. Not financial advice. I'm a property owner, guys. I've been buying property for a long time. It's something I do love doing. I do love crypto more. I think I make more money in cryptocurrency than I do with properties and stuff like that. But it's different when it comes to being risky and stuff like that in the long run. So keep this stuff in mind, please. And yep. What's up, Sasha?
Bro, really quick, just one more quick thing. And like, you guys, like in these spaces, and I'm not trying to show the space, like you guys will pick up like important information that doesn't just carry the crypto. This carries on like through real life. Like, these finances and these things are not talked about amongst a lot of people. They're not talked about in schools. Like, this is real fucking alpha. And like, people need 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 mouth. Like, sometimes you just shut the fuck up and listen. I mean that in the nicest way possible. You know, you will learn a lot, because these are people that are successful. These are people that live through it, through rugs, through wins, through losses, and they're happy to share this. Like, this is really key information. So just listen, man. If you got any questions, everyone up here is more than happy to, you know, respond and give you some information. So just keep that in mind. And again, giving you guys flowers all fucking day long.
Appreciate you. You're a legend, man. Guys, anyone that you find on Twitter Spaces or anywhere in life genuinely trying to give you advice or preach to you, give you education from the kindness of their heart, always appreciate it. Even if they're wrong, don't go fucking bashing them that they were wrong about something and sit there trying to nitpick something that they say that's wrong or whatever. That breeds a real toxic,
especially if they don't have shit for
that
sale,
breeds
bro.
a real toxic environment, guys. So please, like, if you guys catch us say something wrong, I'm not a know-it-all in any way, nor is Prophets, nor is anyone on the stage. If you catch something that's wrong, come up on stage, call that shit out. Don't comment some dumb shit on the bottom right, like, oh, you guys said the color of the car was blue, it was green, why are you lying? Like, that's some corny ass shit. It's unnecessary, especially to people that are trying to genuinely help and be genuine, period. What's up, Sasha?
What's up, Books?
Sasha, where's my money?
In the BONK.
Sasha didn't recognize me last night. He was like, hey, this can't be the same Scott that be hosting during the day.
Yeah. This morning, for me, man, what? Yeah, we're going to talk that tomorrow. Jump on this, book. So I know you guys like here to have real info and teach people stuff. So Grayscale, first time ever did 66% discount on Ethereum. Doesn't have to mean anything. Maybe it's going to do something. Just please, people, be careful. Watch on the news so you don't get wrecked. Maybe it's going to pump to the moon and we'll get rich tomorrow. Just saying, be careful out there. And for the people that trying to do some TA on some stuff, problem with that now is the first time ever because we're trying to compare this 2023 with 2019, and we think we're going to do the same forex pump and then we're going to dump and go to the moon. This time it doesn't have to happen. We have a first time ever markets and first pair market with stocks, and nobody knows nobody actually knows, like, sink that in. Not a YouTuber, not me or anybody else knows 100% what's going to happen, because we never had something like this. So nobody can actually predict, okay, this is going to happen. So for me, advice, and not financial advice, just be safe and don't gamble, guys. So thanks, Books and Prof Scott, for having me again.
Appreciate you always, Sasha. Celine, what's going on?
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I agree with Sasha. Like not next year, we're still in 2023. But yeah, this year, I did see a couple of bullish indicators, and this is like pretty recent. It's like a lot of people I heard they were talking about how 2023 is gonna be like a disaster and stuff. But like I said, very recently I saw like the Pearl multiple and like different indicators, on-chain metric data, showing like a lot of bullish indicators, you know. So yeah, that is that. And until and unless if we don't have like a major black swan event this year, I do see that, you know, we should be looking at a lot of green candles, especially like in January. Again, not a financial advice. But yeah, that's that. And another thing I would like to add is, like, me personally, like when it comes to just like the asset in general, I love buying land because I feel like land is like one of the best asset one can keep, and it's like this generational wealth. You know, it's like your generational wealth, and you can pass it over to your kids and all that. But yeah, that's all I had to say. By the way, I mean, we are the Illuminati.
What's going on, Sam, man?
Can I just say? Oh no, sorry, never mind. Go ahead.
Hey, Books. Yeah, I just wanted to chime in here. You were talking about buying houses as self-employed, and like I know that pain, man. I couldn't. Is 2019? I was looking to buy my first home. You know, I've been working my ass off in New York City. Came up the Hudson Valley, and started shopping around, and no bank would give me a loan because I'm self-employed artist for my entire life. They're like, well, you don't make any money. I'm like, well, I'm paying through the nose for rent in Brooklyn, and I'm like, I just want, you know, I was actually offering 50% down on a house in the Hudson Valley, and no bank would give me a loan. So I went, found another house, and paid it cash with what I had scraped together with my art funds. Then all through COVID, I was like broke, working in my backyard in a fucking shipping container, renovating the bitch. And now the foundation's done because of apes and trading and all the work that I did in the space to learn about and get in on NFTs. So life-changing money, amazing. And but yeah, if you are self-employed, go out and try to find a loan. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult unless you have a job. And I'm like, I don't have a job. I don't want a job for 2 years, they say. And I'm like, you know, so crypto is a way to skirt around that, like, bank stuff. And I really love the fact that I made it through. So awesome. I got a jet though. Love you all.
No, appreciate you always, Sam, man. That's that's awesome that you were able to overcome that and buy that house. It's just a lot of people in this space don't understand. You know, you're going on YouTube and you're looking up how to do your taxes for crypto, and some jackass that thinks calls himself an accountant just because he knows how to use TurboTax or one of these applications. Like, this is how you end up getting wrecked. And I had a friend that owed like 200 grand in taxes when he probably should have got something back, or maybe owed like 10 grand max, all because he went to the wrong accountant. Now he's amending and going to real accountants, and they're fixing this mess because he went and listened to someone in Web3. So a lot of these answers to questions when it's tax relatable and when comes to buying something like a house, people, you need to get advice from multiple people first and foremost, and multiple people that have that experience.
Looks, can I hop in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt here. So you're absolutely right with this. And one thing I've noticed a lot from people, I've been consulting in Web3 for a while. Richie's a really close friend of mine. Is a lot of the people who are coming into Web3 now, who are coming to money, they've never historically had it at their access, so they're not really sure what to do with it. and people get really excited and they want to spend. That's where the saving, that's where the taxes come into play. So it's not about saving. It's about getting the right financial advice at the end of the day. It's about really, really having a corner who aren't there to grift you, who are there to give you the right advice. Because when you've had no real money, and then all of a sudden you sell a couple PFPs and you make a couple $100 liquid, that's a lot of money to come into for when you've never really had it. And then you get excited, you want to buy everything. And I'm not telling you not to buy things. I'm telling you to be pragmatic with the money, put it aside, make sure that you save for as much as you want to feast, you also save for the famine. And there's a lot of people out there who can really, like Books is a really good example of someone, this isn't financial, but you can call and say, what should I do? And they'll give you their honest opinion. And I'm saying that's all I'm going to ask everybody here is that if you're coming into it, if you're seeing success in it, all the power to you. If you can financially afford yourself and your family to feed, to make it happen, because there's a lot of people who can, do it. I'm just saying be smart with it, because money comes and goes, and there are waves, and it's an emotional roller coaster. And without having the guaranteed backing of something, you want to make sure that any move you make is the smartest one to do. That's all.
Yo, I appreciate you, Corey. Thank you. I agree with all that, man. Asking the right people questions, guys, could definitely go a long way when it comes to crypto, when it comes to NFTs and taxes and stuff like that. This is something new, right? 3 years ago, you couldn't really find many accountants, a very rare amount. Ever since COVID and that huge bull run, more and more people are understanding it. More and more accountants are getting better at it. So we're at a time where it's not like impossible. People do have answers to these questions. You just have to ask the right people, not someone that failed in real life as an accountant or a lawyer that's on Web3 Twitter trying to finesse. Please, guys, don't get caught up in that mess. And I've seen some of these lawyers and accountants' prices. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, you're trying to charge Johnny Cochran prices, and you're an attorney that's done nothing. I don't even know if you're an attorney, to be honest, but you're on Twitter and you have this Stanford frat boy talk, and you're just on here finessing people. Not buying that. Not happening. And I'm not letting you show on my stage either. What's up, whatever?
Yo, I would actually also want to add something random, just because, like, since we're talking on Web3 and where the fuck this space is going, it is still pretty new to a point where some of the people that originally got me into NFTs, in the crypto market in like 2017, somebody yesterday, Mofo literally he's like an Amazon tycoon and shit, and this guy literally just messages in the chat yesterday and say, did anybody buy NFTs? And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, holy fuck, that just means like we're that early.
I'm gonna cut in, bro. Like, I'm gonna explain something, okay? In 2010, people were selling on Instagram herbs, different kinds of herbs, okay? Then when that started to die out, they started hustling fucking workout supplements. When that started to die out, they started hustling workouts. When that started to die out, they started hustling energy drinks. The new fucking Avon, bro. The new bubblegum hustlers in town. You understand me? And they move on and they move on fast. And now this, I straight up. And now when this whole swipe up and I'll turn your business into a $7.5 million business for $49.99 a month, when people start to catch on and that shit stops working, oh, now they're interested in NFTs and launching NFT projects. So please, guys, just be fucking careful.
Hey, my name is Profits Over Wages.
Yeah.
My name is Profits Over Wages, and I'm a recovered bubblegum hustler.
Yeah. Swipe up and I'll turn your business into a $7.5 million a month fucking mega house. Like, dude.
But the thing, the point that I'm making, right, is, and this applies to everybody that's listening, it's all about cycles. And even like, if you understand the cycles, either you've been through them or you're about to go through them. You know, maybe you've seen the bear cycle, or maybe you've seen the bull and the bear and the bull and the bear and all that shit. But even art, as an example, is a cycle right now. Like, I've been looking at NFTs right now, and bro, like, smart wallets are fucking buying art again. Like, there's a project right now called Burner or some shit. It's literally just art, and people are spending 9-10 ETH on this shit. So, yeah, money is there to be made. Even You know what I'm saying? Like there's even other projects that are like 0.23. There was another one called Soul Genesis. Obviously, it's not financial advice or anything, and I'm not shilling it. I don't even fucking own the thing, but I did look at it.
Hey,
Yeah, let me whatever, man. I really want to stay on topic, bro. Let me move on to Double Ape. I hope that this is a good take right now. Double Ape, please, bro.
Double Ape, I hope you had some coffee today.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I really do appreciate this conversation, and like you guys made me think about something. So I jumped up here, like I always wanted to get into real estate, never was able to do it. Like I used to watch all the shows. I feel like I could flip houses like a madman, but it really makes me bullish right now that hey, maybe I missed the boat on real estate, but like I'm early to digital real estate and virtual real estate. Like I want to be like a mogul for like all virtual real estate and like apply a lot of those things that you learn in like traditional real estate minus like the headaches, right? Like fixing toilets and fucking, dealing with people not paying you rent and all those things. I think we can, fix a lot of that. And like, I just feel bullish on like, even though I heard like Mark Cuban the other day was like, if you buy virtual real estate, like you're an idiot, right? And it's like this idea of like land in like the metaverse, whatever. People are flooding it, and it kind of makes me more bullish to start getting into more of those land plays. It's digital, but it still can be sort of rare, right? Because there's physical servers and things like that have to like.
Well, it depends on who's grifting it.
Have you been Double Ape? Have you
yeah.
been told as a kid ever to act your age?
No, sir.
Not
everyone.
That's a fucking lie.
Everyone's
Double
been told that. Everyone's been told act your age. So in 2023, Web3 exposed books, we're gonna start the act your wage meta. So a lot of people, like if you want to be talking about real estate and you got bad credit and can't even get approved for a home, I don't want to hear it. Act your wage, fucking buy yourself some other side land and hang on until it blows up.
Whoa, wait a minute.
This is a perfect example.
Are you trying to imply?
Nah, I know you're good. No, I know you're good. No chance.
All right.
No. We know the salary you get from being the DCOS janitor is high. You're good. You're solid.
Yeah. No, I like what you're saying.
But
I
what
like
I'm trying to say. No, yeah, I mean, yeah. So like, what I'm trying to say is like, let's say you made some profits in like, in trading NFTs, whatever you made your money in, right? And at this point, it's like, where do I put my money? Obviously, real estate would be something you want to put your money in, but right now is a very difficult time, right? We have the interest rates are way up, prices are really high right now, and they have to come down to meet that high interest rate. So is it a good or a bad time to buy? It's probably not the greatest time to be getting into real estate, even though, long-term real estate.
It depends. It depends right? What kind of real estate are you getting into? Are you getting into flip the property? Are you getting into fixer-uppers? Or are you getting into buy and rent out and it pays for itself kind of thing? Because I think there's always a market for that.
Right. Either way, like the cash flows are like margins are going to be tight, and there's so much competition now, right? It's all over. Everyone is a real estate mogul, right? So I just think like if you missed the boat by now, you're kind of late, and now is like really bad time, even for the macroeconomic view of it. Like that's what I mean in terms of trying to actually be like either investing into real estate. Like right now, would you go invest like into like those huge property like what's his name, Cardone would tell you. Go buy all these doors.
It's a yes and a no. There's somebody out there that's hella liquid, and there's somebody that's not. So there's different opportunities
so it depends,
for everybody.
Right. I guess so. What I'm saying, like for myself, I always did want to get into that, but I feel like I missed it.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, ready? So here's how I look at it. When I look back at my parents, bro, and I'll be driving around with my dad, and he'll point at a house, and he'll go, and I'm talking about New York City, bro, northern New Jersey. Oh, I almost bought this for $80,000. Oh, why didn't you buy it? It was a little expensive at the time, blah, blah, blah. I missed the boat for the houses that were $40,000 and $60,000. And then that same house today is $8 million or $800,000, whatever it is. My dad's always telling me, oh, I could have bought this, I could have bought that, coulda, woulda, shoulda. And already from 2006, I could have bought houses for certain prices, and those prices don't exist anymore. But I thought at the time that I had already missed the boat because my dad could have bought it for 80 grand, so I passed on it for 600 grand. I feel like it's a boat that you can never really miss with how the world.
Have you heard?
Do I think
Jay-Z's quote?
Hold on, buddy. Please don't do that. Man.
Go.
I'm gonna remove you now because you keep doing this shit. It's annoying the fuck out of me. Let's go back to what we were saying. Damn. So when it comes to real estate, dude, like, do I think the housing market's going to crash? I really, really do. But have I been right on timing the market for real estate? Absolutely not. And I haven't. I'm not a fucking professional when it comes to that. So just, man, be careful. Right now, I would really tell you to be patient, stack as much cash as possible. I know you already have land in the metaverse. I don't think that that's too comparable. It's way too risky. We really don't know what the metaverse is and what's going to happen in the future. Nothing is guaranteed. With real estate, it's nowhere near as risky.
Yeah, really quick, because I agree with you. Like, I don't think there's a bad time to get into real estate. Like, but I think there's a difference between like buying like your own home or a home or two, than actually going deep and becoming like a real estate like mogul, right? Or like doing that as your business. So I just think like if you're not really ready to commit, yeah, go, you know, put your money into some real estate, buy some land, whatever. That's a great investment for the long term, right? That's never going to go away. Everyone's going to need land. And you're right. If you do it now or later, it's not about timing, right? It's about whatever the cliche is. But I just think like for me in this space, I do feel like we're early on the digital side, on the virtual side. And I'm not up here just saying like other side or whatever. I just mean that the general idea of like virtual land ownership and what comes along with that, like even renting out spaces, like everything that like we were planning to do during the bull market before everything crashed, like with Sandbox and Decentraland, the ideas behind it, I'm kind of bullish on that long term because we're kind of early to it, right? And if it pans out, it could be something big, right? As opposed to trying to go and compete with all of the like YouTube, like flippers of the world. Like there's so many like shows about, like everyone's a flipper nowadays. Right? If you want to buy a property, great, that's different. I just mean like going deeper and like being early in something. I think I'm a little bit more bullish on the virtual.
Nah, I totally agree. It's your second chance. You missed the real estate run in real life, and now there's a real estate run in the metaverse and Web3. You missed your chance. This is your second chance, 100%. But again, man, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That doesn't mean mean Bitcoin, ETH, Shiba, and diversifying your portfolio only. It means crypto, stock market, real estate, savings, Roth IRA. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your life, diversify your assets, period. You know, crypto might not work out, the real estate will. Real estate might not work out, the crypto will. Always have some options. But appreciate you, Double Ape. Thank you, bro. Six, what's going on?
No, what's up, everybody?
You got a big shout out today. We did. We all did by David Gockstein earlier on his show, which was freaking awesome, bro. Huge shout out to David, man. If you don't follow David, follow him. He loved Six, bro.
Man, I appreciate that. But to add on to the topic, like Web3 is fairly new, and we all just have this hope. That's all it is. It's a hope that things is gonna go to the moon. A lot of things, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen with these NFTs. We don't know what's going to happen with the crypto. Economy is fucked up. People be like, okay, crypto down, but stocks is down. You got to look. If we go into a recession, people is not going to be worried. A lot of people is not going to be worried about crypto. They're going to be worried about what they're going to eat tomorrow. They're going to be worried about a mortgage. They're going to be worried about taking care of their families, which is a lot more important. Now, like Books just said, you got to diversify your portfolio, man. You just don't put your eggs in one basket. But look at all of these shit like it is what it is real estate, digital assets. I know we're hella early, and a lot of people is scared of this NFT word, but these digital assets, this shit been around forever. We just didn't have a name for it. You know, there's been gamers actually trading digital assets. It's a lot of shit that's been going on that's been right in our faces now with this technology. And I always say it. I feel like to really see the best of Web3, I think the creators and the founders, I just started middle school this year. So that's the reality. It's the future is a lot of these kids because they the ones. We have to adjust. It depends how old you are, regardless, even if you 18, 19 years old, we still got to adjust to technology changing. All these little children, they are growing in this era of technology. So therefore, they're going to catch on to shit a lot faster. So just, man, be careful of what you do. Just don't pay attention to one person. Do some type of research when it comes down to a lot of things, and really just take the best out of everybody. If you listen to 10 people, make sure you grab the good, leave the bad to the side, and just keep moving forward and just stay around, man, because right now this is the time to really build and plant your feet, put your name in this shit, and really be a pioneer of what's coming ahead, and just get your money, man.
No, this is all facts, yo. Six, we appreciate you, brother. Ahmed, what up?
What's up, lovely people? Hope everyone's having a great day. To kind of go off what Six was saying, like, and this is no financial advice by no means, but, you know, do what you believe in. And if anything, you know, what we saw last night on this space, I mentioned it in a couple other spaces today, was just from some basic research, we were able to, like, not necessarily, well, I mean, no, not necessarily. We were able to expose a bunch of fucking red flags for BONK, you know, and the list went on. So to go off Six, do what's best for you. Like, put your blinders on. At the end of the day, like, everybody's got different investment goals. I don't care what you say. Everybody has different reach. Everybody's got different liquidity. Everybody's got different goals. You know, some of our goals might be to buy, I don't fucking know, a $2,000 sweater, where some of us want to buy a $2 million house. So do whatever's best for you. Cut the news out. That's the beautiful thing about the bear market, is that you're able to actually, like, take time to yourself and focus on what you think is best for you and not what everybody else is telling you to do. And, like, with this BONK thing that's going on, it's a perfect, you know, scenario where, again, I bring up yesterday, a lot of people that were sitting in that space yesterday, I can bet my ass off, were probably like, BONK, oh, I'm going to buy BONK. I'm going to buy BONK today. I'm going to join this space and see all the positivity they're going to spread. Well, it was quite the opposite. It was a bunch of us on the panel looking out for the space and exposing, you know, red flags that we know are red flags for us to be able to protect those consumers. So do what's good for you. Do what's best for you. Only you know what's best for you. Don't follow the fucking inflated news, no matter what industry you're investing in, whether it's real estate, whether it's NFTs, Web3, Metaland, whatever the case is. At the end of the day, any investor will tell you this. Nobody can catch the top and nobody can catch the bottom. Anybody else that tells you otherwise is full of fucking shit.
Hey, also, what works...
Wait a second. Ahmed, are you saying that... Are you trying to say BONK didn't have the best marketing rollout of the year? What do you mean? Everybody is claiming they had the best rollout of the year. They airdropped it to NFT collections. This is the best thing to happen to NFTs, Ahmed.
Man, I joined some spaces today, and, like, I think Tout was in there, and I jumped up on stage and I was like, I'm gonna burst everybody's bubble, and I just went on to explain, like, why I think it was a red flag. And I think the host agreed with me. I forget his name, but everybody else was like,
it was easy.
There you go. It was everybody else. Bless the guy. So, like, he actually, like, you know, agreed and didn't, like, kick me off. But everybody else in the space was like, BONK, BONK, BONK. And I'm just, like, scrolling through these people's names and all these. And then I started to get DMs and comments. And I'm just like, again, I said this yesterday and I'll say it again. And I said it on Easy Space, like, at what cost? We're going to ruin a fucking ecosystem over bagatitis. And I even said bagatitis today in the space and I laughed. But again, do your research. And I don't mean research like going on a fucking Wix landing page and then just reading the partners and not clicking on them and seeing affiliations, or, like, you know, some real research. Do your own research, real research. Yeah, but no, don't buy fucking BONK, please.
Or just join Web3 Exposed, because we research the fuck out of that shit.
Let's go.
It's not, guys, you guys got to listen to the right fucking people. If, oh, man, like, these influencers really...
Yo, just because you got the mic don't make you right.
These influencers don't fucking care. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. Bad Brothers wrote a sick thread. I'm going to bring him up here in a second. He wrote a sick thread. I definitely want him to pin it to the top. A lot of respect to him on that one. But, like, guys, you got to talk to everybody and really start learning how to read people on the internet. When you don't have a face or eyes or whatever right in front of you, it's tough to read, especially when it's just a PFP, especially when you're on the phone, and someone across the phone. If you could learn how to actually read people through a computer screen, a phone screen, or a telephone, period, you're going to succeed in life, period, especially if you're in this space trying to succeed and you're struggling. Learn how to do these little things. A lot of people will approach me and say, hey, your speculation, it comes true a lot, blah, 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 blah. Why? Because I have common sense. It's not, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have any of this. I have common sense, and I'm good at reading people through this fucking app or through the phone or whatever you want to call it. Guys, it's important to learn these things. These little things, they add up and help you succeed in life, especially in this space. Bad Brothers, what up, man?
Yo, what's good, Bucks? And yeah, I mean, this is a space you got to come to, because I'm saying I've been in all these other spaces today. There's been a couple good ones, but man, the amount of people who always been preaching, oh, we got to educate people, we got to bring new people in, we got to teach them how, what these scam NFTs are, XYZ. They're all hyping up BONK, or they're laughing it off, saying, hey, it's just a fun community project. I'm in another space, and I found out it's, what do you call it? You guys might have found this out already, but it's like 20 SMB holders that each have 1%
I've got to ask
supply.
you one question, though. And you got to be real honest with me. I know the answer to the question. I think a lot of people on this stage do. Double Ape might not, but besides him, everyone here knows the answer. If Frank was saying BONK was good, would you be having the same conversation with us right now?
Dude, yeah, I would, because what do you call it? I know these shit coins. I've been in this space. That's why I've been able, that's why I looked at it and I fucking looked at, like, what do you call it? You'll appreciate this, Books. I was in a space yesterday, which caused me to write that thread, because we had ZK up there and he was saying some good things about it. And I love ZK, but I was like, fuck ZK. Now I got to get out of bed. I got to look at the holder list. I got to start looking into this shit. And then that's where I'm finding you got 20 wallets with 1% each. And they're trying to say, oh, this is a community coin. Like, we had all these VC funded coins, and like, this is a community one. And I'm like, how is it worse that VCs put money into a project and then dumped all your assets versus people who are just getting 1% of the supply up front, and then they're going to dump on all your assets? So it's just the same shit.
It's bagatitis, bro. It's all bagatitis at the end of the day. If someone's got bagatitis, there's no way you can convince them otherwise, or whatever. They're brainwashed. They're too deep in. They're lost. That's it. Celine, what up?
Yeah, coming back to the BONK thing, I don't know if you guys know, like, the top whales are like just 4 fucking wallets. They're like fucking controlling like the whole thing.
No, but there's 90,000 holders. Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's another thing too, guys. Like, I said it yesterday, and let me repeat myself. I know I got to repeat. Nobody's going to actually go back and listen to 8 hours. If me and Books would have made money, if I would have just made money alone, if Books would have made money alone, whatever, we would be saying the same stuff. Like, 100%. It's never about, oh, they didn't tell us. Like, I'm upset I didn't get that. I don't give a fuck. There's fucking shit that comes and goes every day. Like, that's always, like, furthest from the point. Like, please know that. Please know that.
Agreed.
Oh, and by the way, I'm already getting Discord invites for more shit coins on Solana, so don't worry. They're going to be coming out the next couple of days, but I don't think they're going to last. The first one I got was Chili Inu, so we'll see how that one does.
Oh my
but yeah,
gosh.
don't buy any of these fucking things.
I just want to know how many motherfuckers would really be in here if there wasn't money attached to it.
Bro, that's what it is, bro. And like, when people fuck with your money,
community together.
yeah, that's all it is.
You know what?
Bro. When
Bring a
people fuck with
community
your
together
money,
to actually achieve something. Bring a fucking community
that's what
together
it is, bro.
to
That's what
actually
it is.
change movements in society or in the community. If you're just bringing people together to fucking jerk off in a Discord, go somewhere else.
Listen, that makes me...
Bro, the worst part is it's a meme. It's a joke. It's a meme. Yeah, all right, motherfucker. I heard that 1,000
It's a
times.
joke.
over
It's a
6
joke. It's a
years.
joke and a meme when it benefits them in the convo. It's a use case and utility project when it benefits them in the convo. It's got only $100,000 in liquidity when it benefits them in the convo. When it doesn't, oh, it's got $1 million in liquidity. It can't rug. Oh, you mean if I buy something right now, the price is going to go up? Yeah, it's going to go up. It only has 100,000 in liquidity. Like, people just say things when it benefits them.
90,000 holders, but 4 people control the whole bag.
100 trillion circulating supply.
Whenever you see 90,000 holders, please, 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 you can open the holders up and export to Excel and see every single holder. In a project like Solana, I want to see how many of those holders are holding over 2 Solana, over 3 Solana worth. You understand? Not someone that's holding, not wallets.
Or how many of those aren't fresh wallets that's their first
that's true.
transaction
Not
ever.
wallets that are holding 0.001 Solana. Like, that doesn't count. So, guys,
yeah, I was
hold on, guys. I want to move on. I want to move on from this. I want to move on to the marketing conversation. I want to talk about making money in this space. It seems like if someone makes money in this space, they are called a grifter. They are called, it's a red flag if you make money in this space. You can't make money in this space unless you're in certain parts of groups where they criticize everyone if they make money.
You can't make money alone. No, listen, I'll correct you on that because I agree in a sense.
But let me finish
make
talking,
money alone,
please. You can't make money in this space unless you're not in those groups that they criticize everyone, but they make money the same way. So I want to talk about all this stuff. I want to talk about, what is okay, what's not okay. I want different opinions on this. How people are marketing today versus how they were marketing last year. How people are looking like grifters. How people are hiding the grift and all this stuff. So there we go, Ari. What do you got to say now?
I completely agree. I just feel like if there isn't an initiative to have a better social cue, I mean, like if people aren't actually actively going out into the spaces and putting together something that's going to last for the next 3, 6, 9 months and longer, what's the point of any of them coming into the space making a quick bag? And I think that the marketing has transitioned from, the quintessential FOMO. Get in, this is going to be your moon bag. Get into this project. This is going to give you generational wealth, blah, blah, blah. And now people are starting to realize that kind of marketing is more scammy than most. And I think that now the transition is going to be like what BONK is doing, kind of encapsulating communities and making them feel wanted or making them feel like they belong in a different sense. And from there, it's just manipulating the culture. I don't see anybody doing active marketing strategies that are really progressive or forward moving in any way. It's just more market manipulation and kind of focusing off what people are excited about in the moment.
So you've got the people that projects will reach out to you guys. I'm not talking out of my ass here. My DMs are full of offers. Like, I could probably add up 100 ETH very easily going through my DMs when it comes to marketing. Like,
books, I've been getting massive amounts of those.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and I'm a small account.
Like, can you promote our project? Can we bring our project?
No, I can't.
Can we bring our project on your space and talk about it and things like that, right? Now, if I was to do that and I was to accept 0.25 ETH and promote the project, bring them on our space, sponsored space, which I find nothing wrong with, but if I was to do it, I would get, like, there's people waiting for it. You understand? They're waiting for books to do it. They're waiting for profits to do it. We'd get fucking crucified on the timeline. However,
brother, but if you validated it, if you came on here and said, "Yo, guys, I vetted this project.
Bro.
I actually went through, and I believe they have something."
So, guys, anyway, now, bro, you're not used to this space. You haven't been in this space, bro. I really don't know what to tell you, Mr. Ari Gold. I would do more listening next time rather than request right when you come into a space before opening your mouth. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Now, if I was to do this, Profits was to do this, we'd get crucified. However, those people crucifying, those same exact people that, I'm going to give names, those same exact people saying, oh, TMOS does paid promo, which TMOS is very, very, very transparent about. He tells us he does paid promo. He tells us how much. He tells us the project sucks. How about that? He even throws that in, like, this project sucks. I got paid half an ETH. I'm tweeting it out. Those same people that are crucifying him are not doing it for 0.25 ETH. They're not doing it for $1,500 for a space. They're doing it for 20,000. They're doing it for 10,000, and it's not on the blockchain, and they're not transparent. So this is my thing that I want to talk about. Why is it okay for some, not okay for others? I can give you an example. There's a big influencer in this space. He's got over 100,000 followers. He charges 10 grand, around 10 grand for a space to talk about the project. He'll even tweet about the project and retweet it. Hey. But he'll never tell you that he gets paid to do promo. He'll never mention it. He might even call it cringe. He might even say, T-Moss is doing paid promo, blah, blah, blah. He's a loser. But you're doing the same thing. And you're being sent the money to a new wallet. It's not even coming back into the NFT ecosystem. You're probably cashing it out and paying your rent because your sugar daddy won't pay your rent that month. And I just want to know how that's okay. But it's not okay for someone like T-Moss to charge 0.25 ETH for the same thing. This is the shit that's got to change in this space. We can't be criticizing people for things when our own friends or ourselves, we're doing the same exact thing. You've also got people, guys, whenever you have a Twitter space and the host is like, man, like it's kind of obvious what they're doing, you have to start looking for these things. That host is like really pushing a project. Like it's like Richie is on this stage and I'm consistently pushing Half-Baked down your throats. I've got Profits up here, and I'm consistently pushing her project down your throat. And it's good, and I'm never asking them any tough questions. I don't care to. Guys, it's got to raise an eyebrow someday. I'm on the payroll. Whether I tell you I'm not, whether Scott comes out and says, hey, Books is not on the payroll, I can guarantee you. That still doesn't mean I'm not on the payroll, guys. So you have to stop being naive in this space and believing all this nonsense. There is a lot more of this going on than T-Moss is retweeting for a quarter ETH. I'm going to give you guys a perfect example. Right now, my wallet in the DeFi space, a lot of people, my public DeFi wallet, a lot of people have alerts. A lot. So if I go and buy a coin right now, you can almost guarantee that there's going to be a bunch of buys right after. If you're sitting on Dex Guru or Dex Tools and you're monitoring the buys, if I buy ApeCoin a decent amount right now, there's going to be a bunch of buys that go in right after. Now, there are a lot of projects that know this. They'll reach out to me and offer me crazy amounts of money just to buy into their coin. Matter of fact, they'll give me the ETH to buy into the coin, but it won't link to my wallet. It'll be sent to a centralized exchange or a wallet that nobody knows about. Same thing with the NFT space, guys. These big influencers that are not scammers, they're not drug dealers, they're not credit card fraud guys, they're not hedge fund guys or girls, they're not lawyers, they're not doctors. They wake up at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, get on Twitter Spaces, and go to sleep at 6 in the morning once they close their spaces. Guys, where are they getting money for rent? Where are they getting money to live? Where are they getting money to support their family that they claim they support and they come from nothing and take care of everything in their house? If they're not doing paid promo, if they're not getting paid by projects to promote them, if they're not, guys, let's be real, if they're not launching projects to grift, you have to start analyzing these things. For
getting married and shit out of nowhere.
For my audience, like guys, my success was prior to NFTs and prior to crypto. This is all a plus for me. I've told my story that I'm not proud of many times to my audience. So for anyone that's new, like, I had a crazy, crazy life, like a crazy story. One day I'll share it again. Tune in. But regardless, like for someone to be constantly on Twitter Spaces and not making money, but they're claiming that they pay all this stuff, guys, you have to start being smart. They're doing the same shit that I just explained. Instead of a DeFi project, a bunch of people got their wallet address. They know who it is. Matter of fact, it might even say their same name on Twitter as their ENS, right? They go and they get sent 50 of the NFT from the project to a wallet nobody knows about. They get sent some ETH, like 5 ETH, and they get told, hey, go sweep this project right now with 5 ETH, and you could keep all the money and these 50 that we airdropped to that wallet that you gave us. So now I go and I sweep the project. The community, guys, not me. The whole community is going to go on Twitter, on Discord. Books just swept 5 ETH worth of 150 of these NFTs. Guys, we see it happen all the time, where these big names or big influencers just swept. Oh my God, this is bullish. What does Books know? And I don't tweet a thing. I might retweet one of them or comment, love this project or some nonsense. So it's organic because I lie and say I don't do paid promo. Next thing you know, everybody's going nuts. Everybody's buying into this project because Books just swept. Little do they know, Books got paid to sweep. And then when the floor pumps, those 50 that I got sent, they're gonna start flying like hotcakes, and people
Follow the story.
People ain't gonna know.
He's making a hypothetical example.
And people ain't gonna know why are these people selling. And then I'm gonna go Books. I'm gonna go and tweet or go in the Discord for the first time and say, delist everybody, delist. Got whales coming to sweep. Blah 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 blah. While I'm dumping on every
whale emoji, whale emoji.
While I'm dumping on every single one of your asses, and there is no way, shape, or form that Zach XBT can come and say that was Books that dumped those 50 because it doesn't link to my wallet. Brand new wallet, got sent the NFTs, sold them, transferred to a centralized exchange. Coinbase makes a brand new wallet address every single time you need to send some money back. So there's really no way you're going to catch that. There's no way Zach XBT or any of these sleuths are going to catch it. So what do we do, guys? Why is it okay for that to be done and it's not okay for other people to do paid promo? Like, guys, there's like a finesse for everything in this space. There's too much bias. If you're not a part of certain cliques, it's like you're banned from doing certain things. But if you're in that clique, you could do whatever you want. You could launch a project, and when it rugs, you can believe that every influencer that's a part of that group is going to jump on the space and defend you. Guys, we saw what happened with Art Gobblers firsthand. I saw people jumping on spaces defending Andrew Wang like it was like they were on the payroll. Oh, no, he didn't do that. That's a lie. That's a lie. How about this? We got proof. After we show the proof, what do? They don't come back. They don't talk about it. Andrew don't even come back.
It's a meme. It's a fucking joke,
it's not,
bro.
It's fucking sick, and I really want to hear everybody's. I want to hear everybody's like their perspective on this.
Can we hear Stacky first?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Hey everybody. No, but there's thank you. I'm being good today. But there are a group of people that I know you guys probably don't even know about, like in the background. Y'all probably do, but in the background that have us a serious amount of money, and they're not any kind of degen either. So, you know, there was a few projects that launched maybe last year that, you know, that may not catch everybody's eyes because they didn't quite loudly rug, right? You know, it's really the quiet people that you got to watch out for, not the ones that are really marketers, or they have nothing to do with anything. They just talk, right? The influencers just talk, but the real people that are pulling the strings behind the scenes, the quiet ones, you know, those are the ones I'm really
the
worried
quiet
about,
ones that were once loud, that disappeared, but they're still friends with these influencers, guys.
They quiet as hell
100%
right now
agree.
because they don't want y'all to look at them. They don't want the attention. So they make these influencers louder. You know, they put out the money so that their projects could keep going. But you know, let me tell you something. It's just so much. But let me I'm gonna come back to me because I'm doing my kids in the bathtub. But you know, I do have a lot to say about marketing. You guys know I'm in the marketing game, but you know, I slowly dipped out also just because it was a lot of shady shit that was going on. Prophet's knows. I'll be back after these
we
messages.
Appreciate you. Yo, I'm gonna jump in real fast, guys. These alpha groups, again, something nobody in this space talks about, but they love talking about T-Moss and Borovic and all them, which I love those guys. I don't care what the fuck they do, to be honest. Make your fucking money. They're transparent about it. It's all I care about. Now, these alpha groups, these alpha callers that you guys love. What's the alpha today? What's the alpha today? And out of the last 30, you made money one time, right? Out of those last 30, that alpha caller pocketed the mint money of 5 projects. 5 of those projects were his. He was the founder. He was the developer. Maybe brought some Fiverr art or an artist. He launched those 5 projects himself or herself and pocketed that mint money. That's how he's got money to sweep the Bored Apes and the dogs and all this while you guys sit back and watch. Like, damn, we just lost on 20 of these out of these fucking 30 projects you gave us alpha on. Nobody made money on the other 10. How the fuck are you sweeping Bored Apes? And 3 months ago, you didn't have money for a mutant. Guys, you have to start really analyzing this. This is what is going on. This is really what's going on in this space. You know, most Bored Apes that are in this space, I got mad love for. You see me interacting on the timeline. I'm very skeptical of new ones. Shit, a lot of Bored Apes were hacked. The first thing when a project rugs, the first thing I do is I text Profits, Richie, Scott, and a bunch of other people, and I say, yo, go to the apes that just sold bot on the Discord, and I guarantee you that 60% of the time you're gonna see who the rugger of the project, this undoxed rugger, is, because they're gonna buy a Bored Ape right away with the money. So, like, these are all things we have to start looking into in 2023 so we don't continue getting fucked, because we were getting fucked a lot for the last year. Like, yeah, the first half of the year was beautiful. It was amazing. But believe me, these people knew how to make that money during the bear market. They knew how to take it from you. So just don't let it happen again. Stop letting people prime you on spaces. Soft-spoken, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I've got Frank here, and Frank's co-signing me, and blah, blah, blah. Like, guys, stop. Because when that person fucks you in 4 or 5 months, Frank is going to be on here defending him, and his friends are going to be on here defending him. I really don't want to see you fall for it again. So I'm really trying to prevent people from getting screwed, because it's coming 100%. It doesn't make sense if you don't got a project and you're not a professional trader that you're on here for 9, 10, 11 hours, sometimes more a day, not making any money.
Or have some type of side business or some shit.
Yo, we just witnessed me and Prophet's old show do a space for a year and bring in nothing. Absolutely motherfucking a calendar year. What was that? 3,000 hours, about that much hours a night.
Ate some bread for sure.
And brought, yeah. You had a rotating carousel of listeners. I mean, you count that, and guys, Web3 Exposed, you guys as in the listeners, you guys are so important. I was just so hyped about you guys. Me and Books and Prophets always jump on a quick call. And I was just hyped. I'm so hyped about the Web3 Exposed listeners, because you guys are riders, man. Like, we see all the comments and messages you be sliding on people. Like, guys, a lot of these influencer rooms, if you're noticing, they're down 60, 70%. Like, do you think they're not noticing this? Like, it's not even close. Like, you guys don't see the clicking up. You guys don't see all these people who wouldn't even fucking look at each other for 2 seconds in the bull market, all trying to click up because their numbers are dwindling. Keep pressing. 2023 is going to be different. You saw what happened to Degentraland. He came up here celebrating literally before he won the pennant. And what happened to the pennant? It was taken from him. And the right people got into that position. That's the kind of power of Web3 Exposed listeners. Yeah, the speakers were pretty fucking cool, but it's the listeners, man. I've never seen listeners like you guys in like a year and a half of spaces. Prophets and Books were saying it too. Like, keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep being the thorn in the sides. Keep being annoying. Keep fucking pressing. Keep fucking commenting. Keep fucking, reposting books and shit. It's pissing them off. They are subtweeting us. They are subtweeting you. So keep doing it, because when people do that shit, it's working, right? So 2023 is going to be different. We're not going to have people up here saying they feel sad or they can't battle these influencers. That era is over. This is a whole new era of 2023. and it starts with all the listeners. Keep riding, you guys. You guys are savages.
Thank you.
Very well said. Guys, NFT Inspect just announced that they're going to be shutting down, by the way. While we have, number one,
Get the fuck
we
out of
have
here.
some sad news. While we've loved building alongside you all, we regret to share that Inspect will be shutting down on Tuesday, January 17th. I just retweeted it. I pinned it to the top also, right? Yeah.
Books, I'm
Man, we should
heartbroken.
find out if it's a funding issue because...
It is.
Yeah, I think they could definitely make something
Contact
happen.
them. Bring them in.
Yo, guys, did I not call this on Web3 Exposed? And did I not tell this to K Money to his face on this stage that you never fucking know? Oh, what about that other dude that was E-Mark, M-Mark, or whatever that seal is? I try to tell them in the most respectful way, if you're not making content, and this wasn't to K Money, this was the people he was defending, you know, to make sure people understand the gist of this conversation. I was telling them that if you're not making content, this shit is a light. You can be switched off and fucking it's over with. And M-Mark was just like, no, you don't understand. It's so fun, you know, being a shit poster and challenging myself every day on NFT and spec. And it was just like the weirdest fucking thing I ever heard. And boom, like a light, it's gone. And that's what I mean, man. Like, you never know tomorrow. Like, I always fucking do the Pinterest joke. What if fucking Pinterest uses that gazillion dollars that they have and do some dope Web3 shit? Not like that we're going to do it, but you never fucking know what tomorrow happens. Now, this fucking Grail fucking app that all these people, all the shit posters, you know, based all their fucking metrics on and their social score, is about to fold up, man. And that's the thing about Web3. I love you never know what's going to happen today. It could be here today, gone fucking today, and you never know.
Agreed, man. This is sad, man. Hopefully we could do something to help. See, like that NFT Inspect thing, man, they could do something like drop an NFT project, and there's nothing wrong with that. Something that doesn't even have to cost a lot of money. They could make like a premium where they charge a certain amount of money a month. Like, there's so many different things that they could do. It doesn't have to be expensive or crazy. It could be $1 each. It could be $5 each. Something like that. I really, really think they could work their way out of this. There's probably a lot of people that are going to step up and try to help as well. But let's get to these hands. David, what's going on? And everyone, when I call on you, please don't ramble on about some bullshit. If it's not on topic, put your hand down and step down. I really have a lot of requests. I want to swap through people. I'm not doing the engagement farming today or none of that nonsense. What's up, David?
Man, we just packed a whole... I lost my train of thought because you pack. Sometimes I just like listening to you, Books. Just come back to me because I just like, fuck, I want to interrupt him, but you just go on a roll. Like, guys, Books knows his shit. You know, I've seen enough to know, like, this great community. I should have shouted you out when I was on Gary V's goddamn audience. Oh, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But yeah, man, you made me lose my thought because you were just rolling. So just come back to me.
No problem, bro. What up, Shield?
Yo.
Yeah, totally, dude.
I keep losing a train of thought, but I actually know what I was going to say this time. To your point of you talking about when apes get hacked and then you see people buy these new apes and they make a new Twitter profile, I actually had a first-hand experience with that, and I kind of got a little scared. Somebody just hopped in the Surreal chat. They bought an ape who they never had a Twitter page before then. They made a Twitter page. They bought their ape. And I just look at it weird. They just got a 3-letter Twitter name and stuff, right? So I'm thinking, I know these people on Instagram and Twitter.
Yo, what's the name?
Accounts.
Straight up, what's the name?
UMA.
Thank you.
And like, bro, I know these Twitter panels and people sell these Twitter panels and these Instagram panels and shit. And it just fucking scared me, bro. Like, you make a brand new profile, you get a 3-letter name and stuff like that, and you buy your ape the day a couple apes were hacked and sold right away. It was fucking the scariest, like, one of the scariest moments. Well, I wouldn't say scary, but
UMA is already suspended, the account.
Oh, yeah, but that's he has his Instagram too and stuff like that, but all of his Instagram, it's a 3-letter Instagram as well. It's like mad
Yeah,
weird.
no,
bro.
that's crazy, bro. Not even just hacked, bro. The second, like, let's just say Frosty's NFT, right? Remember, everyone knows that project. It's a big rug where the guys got arrested. Like, the second the project rugs and the funds are out of the treasury or marketing wallet or whatever it is, just keep your eyes on the Bored Ape sales bot. They're gonna buy a Bored Ape with the money most of the time. If the mint didn't do well, they're not gonna buy a Bored Ape. They're gonna buy a Mutant, a Clone X, or a Zuki. It's not just directly a Bored Ape. So on Solana, what are they gonna do? They're gonna buy a DGod, a Ute, Solana Monkey Business, an OK Bear. Like, it's just the same shit, and we've seen it go on for so long, and it's just certain people in this space, and they've got no shame. Like, they really don't care. So at the end of the day, we really just got to start keeping an eye out on this, and we also need to start understanding the difference between a scammer and someone that's project didn't work out. A rugger and someone that's project pumped and dumped because of the people investing in it. So and those are just two examples. There's a lot more examples, guys. And me personally, if I saw someone work super hard, grinding, no days off, the project didn't succeed because it got fudded in a Discord or whatever, and they truly had a use case and continued trying, and then it just fell apart, I'm going to double down on that person's next project. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he rugged, he's no good, and fall for that nonsense either. We need to stop scaring away creators and builders from this space. This is a space that is in a trial and error phase in every way. It's early. People are really experimenting. People are really learning. And they're scared to because they think ZachXBT is going to write on a thread about them and ruin their life. And people are going to start threatening them if shit doesn't work out, which is part of the reason why I'm not really a fan of him. I don't think all his work is great. Yes, there's some stuff that he's done that's fucking good, but there's other stuff that he's done that scares people away from onboarding into this space, scares real creators away. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm his fan in any way, shape, or form. But we do need to do a better job at that. Bad Brothers, what up? Unless, David, you remember what you were going to say?
Yeah, I did, man. You know, this account's been growing pretty quick. And it's crazy. I've been getting massive offers. And it's just like, so what? You expect me to, like, okay, if I change my PFP for your little 5 NFTs that you're going to give me to sell off, right? Then what? I'm going to lose my blue check mark, and then all this community that I just built are going to completely rip me in shreds on the timeline. So how does it really profit me? So unless you're going to give me an ape, a mutant, or that's it, then, you know, don't at me, right? Like, I'm not gonna, like, unless you're like I said, like Books, like you were saying, unless they're open about it. Like, Books, if you did a promo on here and you were completely open about it, I can't speak for the community, but for me, because I respect you enough, I'd be like, get your bag, you know, good for you, you know, because I don't think that you would ever really, like, intentionally rug something. So, hey, but for certain people, yeah, but if you're not disclosing it, you know, then those are the ones that you really got to watch out for. And those are the ones that are paper handing all the projects, right? You know, delist. I hate those guys, man. Those are the ones that have rugged us all.
I mean, even like, look, you're giving people a hard time now for doing paid promo. What do you guys think when, like, Decentraland and all this metaverse land, Other Side, what do you think the advertisements are going to be? Apple, 7-Eleven, Circle A, CVS, Hilton Hotels? Nah, at first it's going to be all these projects that are paying Timos to tweet and retweet for 0.25 ETH. They're going to ask to advertise on your land. Yes, there's going to be advertising from big companies. That's all going to come. Do I think they're going to be offering me money to advertise or buying their own land at first? Probably buying their own land if they haven't started a year ago already, or 8 months ago, or 2 years ago, or whatever it is. So we really got to be fucking on point with this stuff. Let's move on to Bad Brothers.
Hey, real quick, Books, can I say something to David real quick?
Absolutely.
Just a quick point.
Yeah.
What about this, David? And this also for listeners or speakers, and then anyone that wants to comment, you know, make sure you comment on the post. What if since we're talking about T-Moss, what if T-Moss did it where he has a bunch of fucking followers, people do fuck with him, and he was like, okay, these 5 projects reached out to me, they all want to throw me a half a ETH, whatever the price is, and he puts it up to the community to decide which project that he should endorse. And maybe not T-Moss, just anybody, whether it's this show or another show. What if it was picked by the actual community? What excuse could the bag haters have in that instance? Because literally it's in zero hands of, the fucking company or speakers or whatever it is. Well, what do you think about that, David? You're a very smart dude.
That's a good question, man. I mean, it depends on the community, right? I mean, that's kind of what Alex does with his community, right? He talks through it. From what I've taken, I mean, I'm new to these spaces, so I'm just getting to know books and all those guys and all you. So that's just my observation, right? So to me, if the community is, if it's a good community and not just paper hands, and they're actually doing the research and they pick, if those 5 projects, there's some good project out of the 5. But like T-Moss people, like guys like or T-Moss, they're open about it. So if you're being transparent, I think that's the key, because there's so much non-transparency here, and even the guys that say they're transparent, just like Books always says and everybody always says, believe me, they have secret wallets, right? And they're all doing deals behind their back.
And they always say, check my wallet.
Hey, Books, I was going to say, all the people who say that the most.
Check my wallet. It's on chain.
I'm talking to you, Carl, since we calling people out. I don't give a fuck no more, dude. I can't stand you people that go on your timeline and say you do all this shit for the love of Web3. But if I send if someone that you might have a crush on asks you, all of a sudden you have a price list. Yeah, you guys, you be watching now who you giving these price lists to, because they do get exposed. So stop. David, the people who say they don't take the most money, take the most money.
I've got some pretty good offers, man. I've got 5 ETH offer to change my PFP.
You're getting these offers just because, forget about your account size. It's because people are seeing you on these stages. And you want to know the sickest part is the people that are offering you, these founders, are the same influencers on an alt account sending you that offer that criticize people for doing paid promo. This is the shit that does drive me a little nuts. Is some paid promo absolutely crazy and like it's a scam? 100%. But you have a legitimate sponsorship on your platform, your YouTube, your spaces, and you're getting criticized for that. No offense, but whoever's criticizing you is probably not going to succeed in this space. Like, they're a liar, they're a hypocrite, they're probably doing paid promo, and they're doing all kinds of crazy shit on alt accounts. Again, you don't have a job, you complain about money, and you're on spaces 24/7. You're telling me you come from nothing, you take care of your mother, this and that. There's no fucking way you're not doing paid promo then. You're not a trader. You're not good at NFTs, haven't been good for you. You're on the fucking payroll for a project, and you're doing paid promo 100%. So I'm done listening to all that nonsense, and the criticism too is
Why
driving
is it
me nuts.
okay though, Books? Why is it okay, like you said? Why is it okay for everyone to yell at T-Moss, but if 90% of the bigger spaces, or hey, let's just fucking name names. So why wasn't Nick and Pio giving out their FTX code? Why aren't people running and yelling and to have their stakes out for them? You know why? Because people are scared to lose their clout. That's why I love Web3 Exposed listeners. You guys don't give a shit. You guys are, I don't care if you follow me, and I'm glad this is spreading more and more and more. Like Book said, they're never going to retweet you. The chats we are in with them, they are talking shit about you little guys. This is a fact. This is not Web3. This is Web2 shit that just carries over to Web 2.5. They're not going to retweet you. They laugh at your project. They think your art sucks. And do you think they're going to let you in at their event? Hell no. You're going to wait in line, and you're going to have to use token proof like, everybody else in line. So stop it, man. Like, not to the Web3 Exposed listeners. This is more for the people that are just coming in here and never really listen. Just wanted to, say that before we get to the rest of the hands.
Facts, 100% agreed. Ahmed, what up?
This is my take on paid promo and UGC as well. UGC in general, I'll speak on my perspective in Web2 world. That's what I do in marketing. About 60% of my clients, any budget they had to put towards PPC or paid media, they transferred over to UGC, right? So paid promo is one thing, and false paid advertising is another. Do I think that somebody getting paid so long, like David was saying, there's full transparency, not just on their end, but also the project's end, enticing and explaining exactly what that transaction looks like is wrong? Absolutely not. Guys, like the whole world as we see is being shaped by content creators. It's being shaped by UGC. UGC's user-generated content. Some of our favorite YouTubers, Instagram stars, Twitter space hosts, like that's what UGC is. Books is a UGC. Profits is UGC. Scott is UGC. Everybody up here is their own UGC. And my biggest thing, and I said this to intern on a couple of spaces ago, be careful who you're applauding out loud. Why? Because you are digging, you're building your own nest to your own brand. So do I think, Timos, I think it was just a relevant example, him, let's just say, coming out and saying, I'm supporting XYZ's project, and then XYZ saying we have a promotional collaboration with Timos is wrong? No, it's fucking what the world's built on. It's literally what we see on a day-to-day basis. It's the reason that TV advertising is fucking falling off a cliff. It's the reason that Mr. Beast, a famous YouTuber, just got his company valued at $1 billion or $4 billion, something stupid. UGC is here to stay, and it's only getting started. The unfortunate truth is too many people get caught up in the fucking clout. Too many people get caught up in not doing research, and that's what needs to happen. Sorry, is that people need to rip apart these sponsorships and paid promotions to be like, who's really behind them? Why are they behind them? And we also, this cancel culture that exists, which, everybody has their opinion on in Web2 world, that needs to be also brought here. Books just mentioned something that I think we always forget, fucking up as an entrepreneur is one thing and rugging is another. If someone makes a mistake as a founder or promoter or whatever the case, that's okay. If any of you who own businesses, 100% of the times you can plan and plan and plan, you will drop the ball. We shouldn't crucify these people. We should be all right, let's see where the crumbs lead, right? So I think paid promotion is fantastic. In retrospect, I think transparency is even more important to be discussing in this engagement. That's my take.
Hey, Ahmed, you already know this. Guys, he just gave you alpha. Any big marketer, not the fucking Web3 marketers that get retweeted. I'm talking about real marketers on LinkedIn that are actually talking about this with hundreds of thousands of followers. UGC 2023 is the year of UGC. You heard me and Frank talking about it when he was up here. TikTok brand deals with influencers is dead, guys. It's fucking dead. That shit's over. There's no ROI that makes sense. You got some fucking guy named fucking Don the Traveler, thinking he's going to get $100,000 a video because he has no reason to be a world traveler. That shit is dead. It worked the last 2 or 3 years on TikTok, but now companies are like, man, I just gave this guy 100 bands and I didn't even get $1,000 of business back, or whatever the breakdown is on the numbers. UGC, you're going to really see it now, like I said the other day, because YouTube just acquired the NFL, for their channel. So all brand deals for television, it's dead, guys. This shit is dead. Fucking gone. It's all going to be UGC going forward. And you're going to see, like what Ahmed said, 2 years, 3 years from now, it'll be fucking books on a fucking NFL commercial, or it'll be Mr. Beast and books on a fucking commercial, or it's going to be Alexis Ren, talking about her bait. That shit is what's next. So guys, zoom out. Don't fuck your name up this year, because if you're doing media and Web3, that should be your end goal. I want to get on YouTube. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get bought out by Spotify. I'm trying to sell UGC. Don't think I'm trying to get bought by this brand. It's not working like that no more, guys. UGC is the fucking future until otherwise, until the next marketing fucking, you know, meta comes. But I just wanted to say that. Good shit, Ahmed.
Yeah, word up. Guys, like, man, it's so really so crazy how marketing in this space works. Like, what marketing even is. Like, retweeting something, at the end of the day, it is marketing, but like, stop telling people you got a fucking marketing company if you're just sharing a project to 10 influencers that are going to retweet it and post about it. That's not a marketing company. Let's be real. But regardless of all that, you have to learn how to understand marketing. There's a lot of creativity. Like, they're getting creative. You know what worked a year ago, 6 months ago? It's no longer working now. So they're getting creative. They're doing reverse psychology to be talking about a project. They might even be fudding it to get your attention, and then someone else comes on the stage and debates them, and they're like, oh shit, never mind, I'm gonna buy this. It's all a trick to trick you. You have to start understanding these things. And it's those same exact people, like Scott just said, that are criticizing and saying the most that are the ones doing it. They're doing it. They're just not transparent about it. And the ones that aren't transparent, man, I really don't respect. However, I'm not for that. No marketing, no retweeting, and no paid promo and no sponsorships. I'm all for that. It shouldn't be, you shouldn't be scared to make money in this space. It's going to happen regardless. If we don't do it, wait until these TikTokers and Instagram people start coming here and doing it. If you think it's cringe now, it's going to be really cringe to you when mass adoption starts to happen. What up, Tout?
Yo, and just keep in mind, guys, like, there's kind of a playbook that we sort of understand based off experiences. But these motherfuckers get smarter and smarter every year. It's not always going to be a consistent scam and chill. Like, it's going to be more confusing. And the best you could do, man, and you just have to keep educating and learning from other people that are around you. And it sounds like everybody's beating a dead horse, but it's kind of the only way to get the fucking point across. You know, you got to be careful because technology is getting so advanced, and so are the scams, and so are the grifters, so are the fucking people who are just here for a day and gone tomorrow, suck liquidity out of the system and scare people away. So, you know, just stay vigilant, man, and just keep reading and learning, and that's the only way you'll be able to avoid getting got.
Agreed. Celine.
Yeah, I just have to share one of my experience. I'm very new to this Twitter space. I came here about 2 months ago. I have been scammed on this space. I think it was like a hexagon, a user. It was like a mutant ape. Yeah, I mean, crazy thing. Like, I was like, what the fuck? You know, like, is this for real? And yeah, I realized that when it comes to marketing, you really like gotta do something different and not just like pay all these influencers to just shill for you, because I did it so many times, but like it was not really that effective, you know. So what I did was when it comes to like marketing myself, for example, I tried to like do like crazy shit. Like I tell people, you know, to microwave their ice cream for 45 seconds, and they're like, what the fuck she's talking about, you know. And like, seriously, like it spreads, like simple things like that, it spreads. And then every time I'm like joining spaces, they're like, hey, are you the same chick who tells people to microwave their ice cream for 45 seconds? I'm like, who? I mean, this surprisingly works, but like marketing is very simple. It's very simple, and I don't think it's very complicated that you have to come up with something extremely fucking creative. Yeah, just do fucking weird shit, and the more weird you become, the more people, like, you know, they try to recognize you, you know. And like I remember it's kind of sad to see the NFT inspect going down, because I'm not kidding. Like 4 days ago, my NFT inspect was like 3,000 something ranking, and then today it's like 289, like crazy. Like just one thing I told was about like fucking microwaving. I mean, it's crazy. So yeah, that's all I had to share.
Appreciate you. What up, David? What's going on, man? A huge thank you, bro, to you, man. That was awesome. I loved it today. Great space, bro.
And listen, no need to thank me, man. Y'all deserve it, man. I say what I feel on my shows, man. Yo, you guys
Yo, you're fucking hilarious, David.
you already know, man. I'm from Brooklyn. Well, I was born in Brooklyn, so like I speak just like you guys, and I appreciate that. Like, you guys are up here and
You spit facts, man. Yo, look, if you're a content creator, you deserve to get paid, period. But just disclose it. I mean, like, especially in this space, just disclose it. That's it. There's always going to be somebody looking to go ahead and cut your knees. Who cares? Like, those aren't. The 10% are always going to be the loudest. Like, the trolls are always going to be loudest because 90% of the people that actually do appreciate you, they don't have time to stick up for you. Like, they got jobs, they got real life, they got kids, they got work, they got so much things on their plate that they don't have time to respond to the trolls that are trolling you, man. The 40-year-old virgin that's living with grandma, eating chunky soup, getting ready to get on Twitter to go ahead and just troll the hell out of you, he has time. He and she got time to go ahead and just, bust your chops. If you are genuinely going out there trying to create content, educate people, do dope shit, continue to do so. And if some company like Gemini or whoever comes to you and says, hey, we want to give you like $3,000 to sponsor your show, this, that, yo, take it. Just disclose, man. That's it. I don't see a problem with it. I don't understand why people hate on that, man. This is not a non-for-profit.
Bro, it's competition, David. It's competition. You got 3,000. I'm getting offered 1,500 or not getting offered at all. So I hate it, and I'm gonna fudge you. That's so fucking mind-boggling to me.
But then let the people. You know what?
Or you're getting the money and you don't want other people to take it.
Well, that sucks. You know what?
Hey, but David, some people can't. Like David, like me, you, Books, we're all strong, but like, shit, like. It happened with, I'm bringing up Morgan, like that shit happened all the time with her just because of that Zach article. If Morgan did something or T-Moss did something that another person would do, dude, imagine if Morgan mentioned an art gobbler, guys. Like, this is what I'm trying to like I'm trying to show you how people like act different in this space. Like, if she did, oh my God, mother, it'd be like 50 fucking articles about her. About how, much of a piece of shit she is. But, if somebody else does it, they're like, oh, man, dude, fucking, Zach. Didn't Zach mint one too? So it's like, it's just a funny-ass two-way space that just don't make no sense to me. Like, it's like, okay, I don't want to lose clout from old boy, but I hate her. So I'm just going to ride for this dude I don't even fucking know that might retweet me one day.
People are just, and you know what? I always say this, like, at the end of the day, like, you have these people that they want to see you do good, but not better than them. That's the problem that we have in this space. Like, do just good. Yo, be on my level, but as soon as you surpass me, nah, we have problems now, homie. That's how people ride. And that really, honestly, it really does suck. I've seen everything. Listen, I play.
It's happening with this space,
Yeah.
David. It's happening with Web3 Exposed as we speak, bro. We're seeing space people click up. Like, we like subtweeting us, like, and I do nothing but put a ladder down and punch up and try to just put everybody I know in a position. So it's just kind of weird. Like, I thought we was all on the same goal. You know what I mean? Like, why we taking sub tweets and weird shots, and then when we all go to New York, it's all about you're my brother and sister and all that shit.
I went to NFT NYC and everybody was giving me, everybody's dapping me. And then when you come back on here, everybody's talking sideways. Honestly, at the end of the day, once you get, this, I don't got to tell you guys, man, you guys are getting success. Your space is getting big, and people are looking at it and they're like, yo, damn, that's messed up. They're crossing 100 viewers, 200, 300. Nah, that's not cool. Now we got to start fudding. Now we got to make up some stories. And now we got to get all these investigators, on the scene to go ahead and FUD the hell out of these people.
Shit, they mad at you, David. They mad that you fucking with us now. They're like, and you know what's crazy, David? You showed more love in a week, bro, by retweeting. Bro, you even shared my Instagram shit about Web3 Exposed, bro. Like, that, hey, y'all, David shows love outside of Twitter. My man reposted the Instagram post about Web3 Exposed. When there's people who come to this stage motherfucking daily and won't even like Books or fucking Profits post about the space. So, David, I just want to My man almost got 750,000 followers, and it was nothing to him. We didn't ask him nothing. He just did it because he fucks with us. And that's why I don't get this space sometimes, bro. But you called it, David. You literally just said it all right
Don't
there.
give up. Like all I got to say to you guys, and I'm gonna silence my mic because obviously everybody else got their hands up. But I'm gonna say this: like, I honestly, this all happened to me personally by accident, and I know the community. Without the community, I'm nothing. No matter what I spit out there, without the community, without them giving me a platform, I'm nothing. And I'm always about paying it forward, and that's what we should be doing in Web3. We should be supporting each other. We're so young here in this space. We should be giving everybody who actually is grinding away a platform, let them be seen. And who cares? Like, if one day somebody surpasses you, good. Clap for them, man. Clap for them, show them love. It is what it is, man. Like, I think, again, I go back to it. People, they show you this love, but then as soon as you turn away, people are just, clapping at you, behind your back. I'd rather get stabbed in the front than the back. So I really personally don't give a shit anymore. Excuse my language. I don't mean to curse on here, but I really don't care. People can come after me. It doesn't affect me because once I log off, I log off. And if I really mean something, I'm gonna do it. I don't BS. If I like you, I like you. I'm gonna retweet you. If I don't like you, I'm gonna shit on you. I just shitted on Solana. I just shitted on BONK on BitBoy's channel. I'm gonna shit on everybody, and I don't really care. Like that's just me. But at least hopefully you appreciate it. Hopefully you appreciate people that say shit to your face instead of going through the DMs and then doing the subtweeting, the liking, all that other bullshit that comes along with this fucking with this industry right now. But much love to you, man. Keep doing your shit, man.
People base their success off the failures of others, off the failures. Like, get the fuck away from those people, like, as far as you can, man. People who really think that their success is depending on how their peers failed, those are the worst kind of fucking toxic human beings you could ever have the misfortune of meeting, dude.
Agreed, bro. David, very well said. Tout, very well said. I mean, just looking at NFT NYC and Ape Fest and all the events, man. BitBoy, people were talking all kinds of crazy shit about him, especially at the time. This is before Sam Bankman-Fried, and people were dick riding BitBoy, taking pictures with BitBoy. He was by himself too at every fucking event that I went to. So that just shows you, what kind of people are the ones that make all this noise and stuff in this space. Illa, what's going on, bro?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, bro.
Yeah, man, we already know what the space is comprised of, man. It's a bunch of, I think David said it best. People want you to do good, but not better than them. And that's something I learned in the music industry on day one. You got except there they tell you pay your dues. And all that is like, let us just play the shit out of you for as long as possible until you gain knowledge yourself. And then welcome to the big boys. You know what I'm saying? So at least here, there's actually good people trying to educate you and trying to lessen the blow, which is something I've never seen before. That's why I'm so bullish on this space. That's why, me and Scott still say wag me, because, man, people, when that wag me thing to me is people actually trying to help you do some shit. Because, man, the first instinct is human nature is to hate. So to see people like y'all on here literally trying to help people not get rugged or help them not get hurt, that's a lot, because at the end of the day, books, you already made your bones. You don't got to take a time out of your day to do shit for nobody. But the fact that you're doing that says a lot. That's why people fuck with you. That's why people, praise your character. But I also look at I look at both sides of the coin. And I don't even know what the BONK shit is. I know I got Solana NFT, so hopefully I got whatever that shit is. But I see people praising it. I see people funding it. And I can see both sides of the coin, because there's some people who are praising it that don't got shit, and this may be their first come up. You know what I'm saying? So they like, that's how they're looking at it. Like, damn, why you hating on me? This is my come up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas got apes and shit. Like, why you hating on the little guy? Yada, yada, yada. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always look at both sides. But at the same time, when you're coming from a good place of somebody who's saying, nah, I'm not even hating on you. I just don't want to see you get wrecked, because at the end of whatever this is, there's going to be people that get wrecked. And we just don't want that to be you. So you're doing a service to the community by even putting that out there. Like, yo, check this out. I know everyone's having a great time, but somebody's going to get wrecked. You know, this is musical chairs. There's not a chair for every one of y'all people dancing in that circle over there. So that's an important thing, you know what I'm saying? But I think, like, you know, more congratulating, less hating. It's 2023. I call it plenty 23, because we getting more. We getting to it. You know what I'm saying? We taking these learnings from last year and applying it and applying pressure. So, you know, I think we're off to a good start. If we see people making money and we got people that's trying to help them not get wrecked, then we're off to a good start.
And you know what, Illa? Like, I did a thread on it, and you're going to get hated on for that. I got plenty of hate messages for my thread on it. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I've been hated on by thousands of people for calling out rugs before, and then it turns out to be a rug, and they're all crying, oh, why did I lose all this money? Why did no one warn me? I did warn you, but you decided to listen to your fucking founder, who said I was a scammer, and then he turned around and scammed you for a second time after he rugged the project after issuing a new contract. So I'm going to keep calling these people out. Books is going to keep calling them out. Prof is going to call people out, because we know how this space goes, and it keeps on happening. And Books, to your point, for people like T-Moss and stuff, as long as you're transparent and not going like, oh, fuck, we're going to the moon tomorrow, everybody buy in, put your life savings in, you know, and you're just going, hey, there's a team, there's the project, they're giving me 0.25 ETH, that's what we're doing, that's fine to me. But, you know, it's those moon boys that get people to invest way too much money in this shit that we got to keep calling out.
It's not even that, bro. Like, I don't think I've ever seen paid promo where someone's telling people it's gonna go to $1 million or anything like that.
Oh, I've seen it.
I haven't seen it. Let me fix. I haven't seen that in a long time. It's like now the paid promo meta is organic, where there's no way you can tell it's paid promo unless you have common sense. It's someone that's like, damn, like, this guy either has a really big bag in this project, or he's paid a lot of money and on the payroll for him to be consistently, or her to be talking about this project nonstop like they are. I'm not even talking about BONK. A lot of people were airdropped BONK, which is marketing in itself. It gets everybody that got airdropped to talk about it and shill it and all that. Talking about other projects, I'm talking about the last 2 years and what we've seen.
Oh, Books, let me just say one thing before I switch to listener, because I'm on this Peloton, so you don't clown me at NFT NYC. You know, they airdropped all these fucking tokens to you. Be warned for the next airdrop that you're going to interact with, and it's going to drain your fucking wallet, because that's what they fucking do. So keep your eyes out.
Appreciate you, Mastaki. You have your hand up or not?
Yeah, I got my hand up.
I don't know, from before.
I'm trying to... No, it's fine. It's just I'm trying to be good. I'm not trying to interrupt people like I usually do. But no, I wanted to talk about the smaller projects and marketing, because a lot of times we have these spaces, and I worked with tons of like really small projects trying to help them build up, you know, their, I guess, reputation, or to build up something in this community, because it could be very hard, because you have a lot of people who have who have been here for a very long time, who have made connections, or even know people in real life, or even in some cases came from Clubhouse, you know, and are transitioning over here, you know, but they have their own little communities. Yeah, y'all do, Clubhouse people. But, you know, you have very small projects that don't have those avenues, and they come into spaces talking about how marketing is bad. Like, you know, people would come into, I remember David, like a year ago, like you had a spaces and we were talking about marketing, and people were coming up like, marketing is bad, marketing is bad. They were really small projects. And I can tell you some of those projects, you know, haven't minted out yet. And it's because of the bad, you know, the bad stigma against, you know, having business acumen and being, you know, having a marketing plan, or having, reaching out to people for help, right? They think they can do it themselves. This is Web3. So, just having a clear message that marketing is okay, but making sure you're doing the research to make sure you're doing it legal, also, they won't be able to afford a lot of people too. Like we're talking about influencer marketing here. Like y'all expensive as I saw the sheets and shit, but y'all expensive as hell. So um, just for the smaller projects out there that want to, I'm just saying the smallest projects out there that want to market their projects and reach out to people up here and stuff like that. I just want them to know that it is okay to market your project. Just listen to these people up here and try to figure out what the right way is. And, I think Web3 Exposed is a pretty decent place to be when it comes to, place to listen to when it comes to, figuring out marketing. But so far as Slow Rugs is concerned, go ahead, Books. What you about to say?
Good, Stacky.
Okay. So far as slow rugs are concerned, it's like I said, those same people, or maybe different people who come in this space with money and come in here and throwing around money and thinking that, hey, I'm going to give a few influencers a couple dollars. I'm going to launch a project. I mean, I've worked with some of these people and no plan, right, at all afterwards. They're promising you a roadmap. They're promising you all this shit. And they have not planned for the future. They have not done any accounting. They have not accounted for any of the fucking money. So you think it's a rug, but they haven't made anything because they pay everybody out. They didn't make shit and they promise. So it's a lot of times it has to do with like misplacement of money or mismanagement of money, and they can't continue. It's impossible for them to continue. So, just taking into account that too. Like some of these things aren't rugs, they're just poorly managed fucking businesses. And that's all I want to say for a while right now.
Yo, that was so solid, Stacky. I totally agree. Guys, let me clarify. For those small projects out there, you're looking up to that one influencer, two influencers in this space. I've definitely seen some people say some crazy numbers is what they cost. Don't blow everything that you raised on books and TMOS, $50,000, $40,000, $20,000 each, and then your project fails because you can't afford to get a dev to fix the contract when something goes wrong. Guys, there's finesse prices and then there's the real prices. A lot of these fucking influencers that are telling you 40,000 and 30,000 and 20,000, they're in a group chat charging a quarter ETH. So please, before you wreck your whole budget on one influencer or two influencers or whatever, please do some research. I beg you. This is why a lot of projects are failing. They're getting finessed by one or two influencers. Please don't do that.
Books, I know somebody who spent $120,000 on an influencer and they couldn't provide. First of all, the influencer wasn't even in the space, right? It was a low-key celebrity, and they couldn't even do things with their project at all. So you have a lot of people like that in this space that think they can launch something that they just can't. You really need to do some damn research on how to manage a small business, like a small business, something small first, because you're talking about managing a 10,000 piece project, of a 5,000 piece project, which potentially could be 1,000 to 3,000 people. So you're talking about, if you're talking in the sense of like people are holders, you have to manage 1,000 holders. So, I really do think twice before you even launch a project and do some research on how to run a small company.
It's not even a small Stacky. Like I agree with you. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's not even a small company. A small company starts out, right? They've got customers walking through their doors every day. They just opened up 5 customers, 10 customers. They build up slowly, 20 customers, and they're learning how to manage that. Then you have employees, and in this space, you have 10 moderators, 2 developers, 2 artists. Like, You're now managing a bunch of employees, and it's all one shot. No experience, no nothing. It's so easy to wreck yourself. Imagine being a brand new stockbroker, and you've got a book of business that gets slapped on your desk of 2,000 people, and 2,000 people are calling you and emailing you. You'll lose your fucking mind and quit. Same as a real estate agent or anything that's got a book of business. Imagine you open up your doors to your store and 1,000 people are waiting at the door, and it's just you and your wife, or you and your son or daughter. Like, guys, you really got to start understanding business more, and lack of experience is something that's really fucked up a lot of projects in this space, and we've watched it happen. Everybody's not going to be a Frank. Frank had something called good timing. Is he smart? Did he put a good team together and stuff like that? 100%. I'm not going to discredit that. But he also had good timing. I did see after Luna rugged and after this bear market started in May, a lot of people trying to be Frank, trying to be Garga and Gordon and stuff like that. And guys, it's not easy because it's a bear market. There's a lot you could do to learn. Don't just rush to make the buck. When you rush to make the buck, you're just prostituting yourself out for money, and it's like the worst thing you could do. You're going to lose it 10 times faster. Just be patient, research, learn, and do it the right way. It's going to pay off a lot more in the long run.
Stop whoring out your audience, bro. Like, stop whoring out. Just be patient. Just be patient. We got a couple of hands. Scotty, go ahead, and then let's get to the next
no,
hand.
I just wanted to a final thought on what Books just said, and we'll get to the hands, is everybody want to do the two hardest things in the space. Like, I'm not speaking, on people that have been here, but when you enter the space, motherfuckers want to be a founder, or they want to be the next Wizard of Soho on the trading tip. Those are the two fucking hardest by a million. And like what Book said, you know how hard it is to be a Luca, to be a motherfucking Frank, to be Gord. Like, these are GOATs, dude. These are like, not only like Book said with timing, they all have their special something. You know what I mean? They all have this special something, little salt-based sauce that and not saying that you can't.
Yeah. Pay attention to the words. We're not saying it's impossible. We're saying hard.
Yeah. We're not saying, I don't want to get DMs talking about Books and Scott Killed My Dreams. Man, if you come from the music business, consult some music projects. You ain't got to be, go do something. Or if you're a master Web 2 marketer, you know how many Web 2.5 companies are hiring on LinkedIn, even like Jasper AI, like big ass companies paying 300 racks. Like, I'd rather go do that than go try to be a founder and have to, manage all that. So look at your options. There's so many Web3s, just as many as Web 2. Just don't go pick, I got to make $1 million in 6 months, so I got to be a founder, or I got to go do a 200x leverage trade because I want to be like Wizard of Soho.
I got to move out of my mama house.
It's not
talking shit.
Wizard's a special fucking kid. And those founders, like we just said, Luca and so they're special kids too. Like, man, like, it's not easy, man. So I just wanted to say that real quick. I know we got a million hands.
No, appreciate you and agreed. It has a lot to do with maturity, and not just maturity when it comes to age, just maturity, period. When you get that first job, and let's say it's sales, and you're pretty good at sales, and you want to be the manager so bad, you're rushing to be the manager, but you have no leadership skills. And then you're told, you need to grow and develop and stuff like that. And you get overwhelmed and you freak out and you quit. And then your mom's flipping out, wanting you to get a job and whatever. And you come into this space rather than wanting to learn how it works. You want to jump right in head first to be a founder. And then things don't work out. And Zach XBT writes a thread and you got 1,000 people coming at you. I hope you're learning why now. This is exactly why. Trinity, what up?
Hey, what's up, Books? Happy New Year's, everyone. Just want to make a couple of quick comments. First one is in regards to influencers and people marketing. This was a double-edged sword for me, so I would like people's opinion on this. Last year, I followed 2 influencers that one made me a lot of money and one lost me money. One of them was FaZe Banks. FaZe Banks tweeted on Instagram about Wolf Game. And in his fucking Instagram post, he said, the last time Gary Vee called me about a project, it was CryptoPunks, and Gary Vee called me about this. I minted a sheep right away, made some good money off of it. The other one, and this one was weird. You guys remember when, and I'm not talking shit about just calling out facts, when Gary Vee tweeted that crypto skulls are the next CryptoPunks or something of that nature.
Oh,
and
God.
all these people were selling their CryptoPunks.
He dropped 100 ETH on one
and
too,
bought
don't
crypto
forget.
skulls, and I'm one of those dumbasses who bought crypto skulls at 3 ETH. And back then, that was what, like 12 grand or, you know. So, but here's my thing. He didn't directly shill it, right? He just said, hey, I fuck with this. It's an OG project. But you had punks selling their punks and buying crypto skulls sub 1 ETH, and then at 3 ETH, a lot of them offloaded them. So in that scenario, it's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, do you say he's a bad person for that because they've yet to mention crypto skulls since? You know, it's weird, right? Like, what the fuck, dude? How do I know that you didn't have a bunch of your homies load up wallets, buy crypto skulls, and flip them for $10,000 of profit per one?
You really
so
don't,
in
bro.
that
That's
case,
like the creativity of the marketing. Like, even the crypto punks that were selling their punks, like, how do we know those weren't the founders on some alt accounts that they built up? Like, it could really be anything. And this is what we want people to open their eyes to. Again, bro, I ain't the biggest fan of Gary Vee, but he's going to do paid promo. More people are going to do paid promo like that as this space grows. Like, there's nothing you could do to stop it. It's a business at the end of the day. It's like obvious, man. When someone posts,
you don't think
like Gary Vee posts crypto skulls, right? And the price is 1 ETH, let's say, and it pumps to 4 ETH. And I buy at 4 ETH, and I saw it at 1 ETH and decided not to buy, bro. It's like, it's partially my responsibility, dude. Like, I'm not gonna buy it at 4 ETH. It just pumped 4 fucking ETH.
I'm with you on that.
That's on you.
Bad for not buying
and I'm just saying it's a weird space, and I'm just piggybacking off what you guys were saying. Just don't trust anybody, because sometimes they're not directly shilling it. They're just talking about it, and it could come. To me, it's just a weird barrier, because if you guys remember when Elon Musk got on Joe Rogan and he smoked a joint, fucking Tesla crashed. Bro, if you had shorts on Tesla, you fucking printed money. So what if I was Elon Musk's friend? He's like, hey, Omar, fucking I'm about to light up a fat blunt in an hour. Put them shorts in, right? And he got in trouble by the SEC. So I think at some point, if this gets more regulated, people are going to get held accountable for that, because you can really, it's insider trading to some extent. But I don't know. I'm just brainstorming about that.
No, he got called out on that. I remember there was a lot of big influencers that called Gary Vee out the next day, and he was on a campaign making videos. I never seen him respond to so many damn people. Yo, he was responding back to back to back, because people
that
felt
PR
the way.
team was working, huh?
But at the end of the day, like I learned something early in this shit. There's smart money and there's dumb money. It's not an insult to nobody, but the people, the crypto punks who sold their crypto punks, you said it yourself, Trinity. They sold it at 1 ETH. Sold their CryptoPunk, swept skulls, and sold all them skulls at 3 ETH. That's because they understand they didn't get married to the shit and think it was the next Bored Apes. They know there was a purpose when you selling a CryptoPunk to sweep some shit that no one ever fucking heard of. You better have an in and an out, and that's what the smart money players do. Before they sold that shit, they like, once it hits 3 ETH, I'm selling. And that's what a lot of people have to learn. I think the shit you learn in graduate school inside of NFTs. Have your actual game plan.
Exit strategy.
100% agreed,
homie. Like, come on, like that's some shit that people say every single day, and then when you don't do it, you want to go around and suck on your thumb and pointing the blame on somebody. This information is for free. Like, just really take it and take heed. And do best practices. Next time when there's something that you selling your 100 ETH asset for, not financial advice, to sweep something, please, for the love of God, do not risk all that money if you do not have an exit strategy. That's all.
Facts. I'm gonna give you guys a few brands, okay? You got Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, Rolex, and Cartier. Those 4 brands. How old are all those brands? They're fucking old, guys. Old. Very old.
Late 1800s,
some are 1800s,
right?
some are early 1900s. Like, they're old brands, okay? Where is the next Cartier? There's a lot that try to be the next Cartier. Where's the next Rolex, AP, and Patek? Guys, it's been It's been 100 years. I don't see where the next one is. Rolls-Royce and Bentley. Where is the next Rolls-Royce and the next Bentley? I don't see it. You know, Bentley tried to be the next Rolls-Royce. It still hasn't been able to. You know, that's CryptoPunks and Bored Apes. Maybach tried. Toyota Century tried. Lexus LS tried. Mercedes S-Class tried. Like, guys, stop looking at that next Bored Ape and next CryptoPunks. Can it happen? Yes. I'm not saying it's impossible. But, like, that marketing strategy I've looked at in this space as like a curse. Anyone that said it got screwed. Anyone that said ETH killer got screwed. Next Bitcoin got screwed. Same thing. So please stop looking at that and using that to buy. Please, guys, please. Like, it's the most cringe thing that you could fucking hear in this space. It really is. Profits, who's next?
Damn, CryptoBite talks too long.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to hear
What's
from
up, K Money? How are you, K Money?
Yo, GM, thanks for having me. First and foremost, before I want to talk about what I want to talk about, books, I was rude and very cringe on the timeline yesterday too, so I just wanted to publicly apologize man to man. But besides that, because this is Web3 Exposed, I wasn't sure if you guys talked about this or not, but did you guys talk about the DNP3 shit?
Bro, I commented on that today. Sorry to cut off, but I commented on that in this thread from Gridcraft.
Yeah, okay, here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin it right now to the top. So, dude, books, profits, Scott, check this out. So this dude, DNP3, he's the founder of Gridcraft. He posted an apology saying that he got addicted to online gambling and he lost all of the fucking project's money.
Hey, Kev, I seen that, bro.
Dude,
that tweet longer one.
Dude, here's the thing. Well, first of all, didn't even need to use fucking tweet longer. The shit is like 130 characters of him just saying sorry. But it's like, bro, not only did he just like have a gambling problem, but he lost over $5 million gambling the company treasury. And on top of that, his company was developing games for other NFT projects. So I've been talking to founders and they're all down 50 ETH because that's what he was charging them to fucking develop their game. So like, not only did he lose $5 million, dude, not only did he lose 5 fucking M's, but he lost like every fucking project that's hired him to do their game. He lost all of their fucking money too, charging them 50 ETH when ETH is like fucking $3,000. So like,
Hey, real quick, Kev. So this is perfect.
Sounds like a lot of people we know, Kevin.
I'm glad he brought this up because Books brings this up about Drake.
They rhyme with fart.
If you read his tweet, he was addicted to steak, right? I don't see nobody yelling at Drake, but if that was
wait, hold on, Scott.
With Drake.
Hold on. So Scott, first of all, the video I'm filming right now, don't worry, Drake's gonna get the smoke. Drake's getting all the fucking smoke in the video I'm working on now because
Drake has won $2.5 trillion ever since he logged into stake.com and started posting stake.
He won Rolexes too.
Guys, this DPT3 situation, I'm going to repeat myself for the 100th time. 2021 was a dream. It was a honeymoon for NFTs. 2022 was a bull market for most of the year. Whoever worked hard in the end of the year, it's going to show in 2023. It's the year of insolvency, insolvent projects. I don't remember what dumbass was on the stage. I don't remember what dumbass was on stage debating me saying you can't compare SBF on the macro level to NFT project founders on the micro level, but this is a pure fucking example of what I was talking about, and a lot of this shit is going to happen this year. Project founders that you look up to are going to go insolvent if they already haven't, and they're not, fixing it up with some stucco or a little veneer. It's shitty on the inside, but they're making it look pretty on the outside for you until shit hits the fan and that veneer stucco breaks and you see how shitty it is inside. All this fluff is all going to be exposed in 2023. You can't hide insolvency. Founders that are gambling with funds, whether it's on stake.com or on Uniswap. It ain't no different. They're gambling with funds that they shouldn't be playing with. It's not their money. But when you made so much in the bull run and got so used to it, psychologically you get tricked. Oh, I could take 20.
You think you're a fucking trader and you're
you
not.
could say I could take 20 ETH from here. I'll put back 25 next week. I'm a fucking money. I'm a money mint. I make money. I could put it back, and then you get backed up and backed up and backed up, and then you get exposed straight up. And this is a pure fucking example of that.
Yo, Zach commented, said, when jail.
K Money knows of me and K Money know of what the fuck are you doing? Me and K Money know of an individual during the bull market that used to say, hey, you got 100 ETH? I'll send you back 120 ETH in 48 hours. Hey, you got 50 ETH? I'll send you back 60 ETH in 72 hours, bro. I got a crazy play, bro. Got a crazy play, bro.
Dude, profits. He hit me up 2 months ago asking if I could send him $1,000 because he can't pay rent. So like that's how these people are fucking doing right now.
Wait, what? Yeah, IRS is freezing shit. You know, it's not a joke out here. I'm gonna get in trouble by books if I pick the wrong hand. Hi, Waylon. Welcome to the show. What's up?
What's up, Profits? Thanks for having me up. First time speaking, been a listener a few times. I just wanted to talk about what kind of Stacky Robinson mentioned earlier and echo some of it. I do think talking with a lot of founders in Web3 and NFTs, I don't think they have always bad intentions. They have some of them going with the best of intentions, and they're just not prepared to run a startup company. And I think that more so reflects on kind of how we voted with our dollars on who to fund. And, you know, I think the quality of founders and projects have emerged through the bear market that we've seen. But, you know, these founders aren't, even the ones that, you know, don't perform well, they're not coming in looking to, you know, rug everybody or scam everybody. They don't know how to run a project. There's no playbook on treasury management. We can talk about how SBF is playing with user funds and NFT projects are out there gambling, but gambling doesn't mean you have to log into a casino. Like if I mint my project out in ETH and then I hold my entire treasury in ETH, I'm inherently gambling with the fund's money. Like there's no playbook on how to properly manage a treasury for a lot of these founders. They're just figuring out. I've been part of the Dead Gods community. I don't know if it's widely talked about, but they didn't manage their treasury very well out of the gate. I'm pretty sure they lost half their mint funds off Sol price drop.
That's what we know. That's what we know about.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess it's not I don't have direct view in their treasury, but I trust Frank. But if it wasn't for them buying the basketball team, they might have been out of money total at one point or been down 90%. So just something to think about when we say these founders are gambling. Like, I don't think they know they're gambling. And if, you know, they have high conviction in Sol or ETH, they're not thinking about it dropping 90%, their run rate running out because they have to pay salaries and the project going out of business. They're thinking, oh, ETH will be worth 10 times the amount 10 years from now, so let's just hold it in ETH. They're not thinking about like a capital runway, cash constraint.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Let's say I'm a project founder. I'm new. 100 people told me, hey, it's tough. Like, you don't want to do this. I would recommend you learn first, blah, blah, blah. I didn't listen. I don't care. I want to be a founder so bad. I launched a project. I make, off the mint, I make 2,000 ETH. Let's just use that number. I take that 2,000 ETH. I pay off my parents' house. I buy my first Ferrari. I buy every Rolex that I wanted. I buy my own house. Now I've got 100 ETH left. What do I do with this 100 ETH? I want to flip it. I just had 1,900 ETH I spent. I need another 1,900 ETH. I'm going to depend on royalties and I'm going to get screwed. Rather than these project founders talking to the right people, asking the right questions. When you got that 2,000 ETH, first thing I'm fucking doing is hiring a lawyer, an accountant, and a CFO. A firm, a law firm, an accountant and a CFO, someone that knows, someone that understands and can help me manage this money. And this is the fucking problem with these founders. They're not asking the right questions. They're married to whatever founder or whatever blockchain project that they know about. They're not giving anyone else an opportunity to teach them or ask questions to or whatever. And it's fucking backfiring, man. People need to spend more time learning before diving into things head first. Like this experience, this situation is sad, man. It really is sad.
Hey, Waylon, do you remember this, bro? Do you remember? Because this just reminded me of this perfect situation when I remember when there was a smart guy named Kais and Subi that owned this project called OK Bears, and everybody fucking cooked them because they moved their soul to USD, and everyone's like, oh, fuck it, they're gonna lose so much money. Who's the fucking genius fucking now with all that money tucked away for the project? So, God, before you write these fucking threads for clout, like kind of like do your background on somebody like Kai's and see what they've done in Web 2, whether it's precious metals or business deals that they do. Like, he is one of the smartest people now because they have that huge war chest now because he cashed out. He fucking foresaw, something that a lot of people don't. So let's fucking give the love to like the Gordons and the Lucas and the Kais that fucking have these war chests because they knew what to do, with the bread, or they have it where it's automatically, moving from Coinbase, and then they can automatically, or however they have it, just a good mechanical movement of the money. We'll just put it like that. So wanted to give hats off to the founders that actually be doing that shit, because that you're thinking about your business. You're not thinking about, what Books is saying. How can I make another 1,500 ETH so I can get another ape and leverage it on a DAO or whatever the fuck crazy plan? Or that one guy who fucking lost his house, man. Like, come on, guys. This is like, that's not Web3, man.
Scott, I need these people to have some accountability, though. Like what Waylon said too. Like even though they come in and they don't know what they're doing, like they just expect people to just say, "Oh, well, that's okay." No, you have to really fucking try. You have to really do. Like you just can't just say, "Oh yeah, I lost." I've seen so many of these damn tweets. Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. How many fucking sorry tweets you gonna see? How many sorry tweets are you gonna accept?
Yeah, there's no sorry in this situation. Like, let's be real, guys. There really is no sorry in this situation. Unfortunately, not stabling from Solana to USDC, as much of a gamble as it is, it's not the same as stake.com. For anyone in here that thinks stake.com is a staking platform or protocol, I'd hate to inform you, stake.com is a sports book and casino where that guy was betting on the Buffalo Bills, Dallas Cowboys, and I don't know what other fucking teams to win in a fucking NFL football game, while taking the New York Yankees to win by at least 2 points against the Chicago Cubs. That guy was playing blackjack and roulette thinking he was going to make trillions of dollars and be the world's first trillionaire on paper like Drake. I really don't know what the fuck to say about that. But let's move on to some hands. JB, how's it going?
JB. Hey guys, thank you. I just want to say thank you, Books and Profit, for always doing these spaces. And the one thing I did want to come up here and say is that whenever I'm watching you guys and doing what you're doing, I respect you a lot. And I think that maybe, I know it's not our responsibility, but maybe we could come up with like something where we have a list, or we could have it be on the blockchain of these bad actors that are in these spaces that are hurting people. And then that way maybe people can go check, or, do a double check, or, and then that way people don't get hurt as much. It could be like a better NFT Friends Bureau. I don't know what it would be called, but that's all I really wanted to say. And it's just an idea, just something to put out there, just an idea. So thank you guys.
If you want to set it up, I'll retweet it. I'm not really we're not here to call out bad actors. Like, I know the name Web3 Exposed. It's not always who we're exposing. It's like, well, we like talking about shit that no one really talks about. Exposing everything, talking about everything. It's not necessarily like I'm here to call out fucking Beanie Maxi and people like that.
Like when you go to YouTube and you click a fucking clickbaity title and then you stay because the information there is actually good. Same concept.
Well, the thing that sucks about go ahead.
And most of them people were fucking anonymous. So that's the ultimate fuck you to all of us. Is like they was completely undoxed. So you can't, some of them, thank God for the ones that we find out who's the bad actors, because the rest of them, they're going to circle right back around in 2024. That's why it's important that these spaces are being held to give you knowledge so you can be well equipped to know what to do and how to move and how to have exit strategies and know what a rug looks like, seems like, smells like, talks and walks like. Because a lot of the times it'll be both, you know, those guys, unfortunately, just like, you know, the entertainment industry, the people who are get the most hype, they come in with the bag. And the people who trying to build something from the ground up, they get met with the most resistance, and they give up a lot of times, because you could have a community or a room with 500 people that are like, yo, we fuck with you. Then when you drop a project, 10% of those. Then when you drop a project, mint your project. 10% of those people, somebody who mint your project, and then you look at somebody who come out of nowhere, and the next high project 6 months later, that project is rugged, or 3 months later, and then you still sitting there like, God dang, like I'm in here with the same people. No one supported me. That's because that project had the capital to do that quote unquote marketing to blow this shit up. So it's like I'm really hopeful that the space is going to continue to mature and go in the right direction. I feel that it is. But, you know, we got to always be aware of these people who come in with that bread to pay the people to hype this shit up, because that project is the one that sells out 10 out of 10 times. And then look at KBB. He did a post today, right? That similar to what the young lady was just talking about. He posted the top 20 projects that made the most royalties. 8 of those projects are gone. Like, they just disappeared. 8 of them. So it's crazy. And then out of the other 12, I think 3 of them are Yuga, Artifact, and Clone X. Right? So that just shows you, man. And that's the top 20 that made tens of millions of dollars in royalties, and 8 of the motherfuckers just disappeared. Straight up. So we got to get over all of that, you know what I'm saying, before this next run comes, man, because I don't want to see everyone get it wrecked. I want to see everybody actually taking the learnings, applying it, and going hard.
Yo, Crypto Bite, you got 2 minutes on the clock. Go ahead, bro.
30 seconds, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, fucking, the room will go from 5:30 to 11 people.
My bad. 30 seconds. Go ahead, mister.
Wow, tough crowd here, man. These moderators who want to set the clock and set the buzzer while we're at it here. No, all good, man. Happy New Year's, books and profits. Yeah, I mean, I may ramble, but I always get props for the shit I say. So I'm just gonna say it. But I honestly think this year, 2023, is gonna be a real wake up call for people. I don't want to shake too many trees here, but I think a lot of these influencers
shake that shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of these influencers who have been doing this stuff, I don't know if they've checked yet, but the brands who are forming their own what I call Web3 divisions. I mean, Scott talks about this all the time. Just go look at all the brands. They're forming their own divisions, their own marketplaces, their own everything, and they don't need the influencers. So it's real simple. They don't want them. They aren't going to hire them. They aren't going to pay them. The only thing that will really be left, I feel, for influencer jobs that are moving forward are, some individuals who want to start a project / business, who may want to try to move things forward. But I don't know. I think we're all in for a wake up call. Just because I don't think a lot of this is going to survive. I really don't. I think that I think digital collectibles are going to survive. I certainly think NFTs are going to be a thing. I think utility is going to be a real thing, but I think it's going to be done by qualified businesses. I think the days of like the entrepreneur starting an NFT project and getting everybody to FOMO in is going to be over as we move forward here. I don't know. That's my take. I just see I see the money coming in. And that money, has the right, I think has the right intent as well. I think that the reason the brands shy away from these marketplaces like OpenSea and other places, and they're doing their own thing. Just look at Dot Swoosh, look at what Dolce & Gabbana is doing, look at, some of the things where Gucci's headed now, like all this stuff, it's all being done in their own worlds, on their own websites. You'll have like wallet connects on those websites to be able to do stuff in Web3. But I think that OpenSea is just going to become hopefully more of art place and a place for I don't know, like just some collections. But I just feel this whole influencer thing is just going to be killed books. So I would I don't know. I just don't. I don't think the marketing engines behind these other entities, like the real brands that have real money, the real Web 2 entities that are coming over, they're just not going to tolerate it. So they're not going to pay them, and they're going to do their own advertising strategies. And a lot of it's going to be organic. Like if we see what they're doing now, like a lot of this year, they've been running organic tests. I don't think a lot of people recognize that, but they've been doing a lot of organic tests to kind of test things out and see where they are. But those tests have come back pretty positive. So it seems like there's going to be a lot of movement, in 2023 in this space, and digital collectibles. It's going to be exciting, but I think it's going to look very different from what we've seen before. Unfortunately, I don't think the ruggers are going to go away. I think there are going to be people that come into this space, but I think what's going to happen is the other social media channels, like the Instagrams and everything else, the real brands are going to use their influencer channels that they have to drive, just like buying a product from their site. They're just going to drive it over to the digital traffic side. Who here is an influencer who helped advertise .swoosh? Nobody. That's my point, right? Like nobody here in the Web3 space, unless you have the credentials to do it.
I mean, we hosted the official launch.
Was part of that. I'm sorry, what?
I hosted so Nike opened their media embargo on
Farouk.
But it's true.
I know Farouk, but let me try to just put this into context. They have an entire marketing team outside of Farouk world. That's focused.
I don't know, CryptoBite. I don't know if you know, Farouk's got like Instagram.
It's about my world or anything. I just.
No, I know. I'm saying that they have an entire marketing team though focused on promoting the .swoosh. They aren't looking for Instagram or other Twitter influencers to promote.
Hey,
that.
CryptoBite, but they are, bro. You're tripping because look at Forum 3, bro. Like Bunchu comes to this space all the time, right? If the listeners don't know what Forum 3 is, Forum 3 just built the Starbucks, their whole launch system, and after that's successful, we always say like my mom doesn't even know she's fucking using Web3, which is beautiful. But after the success of that, they actually just got $10 million to onboard more other companies like Starbucks as Farouk saying that in between, the person to help you, bridge, the swoosh to here. And that's what I mean, CryptoBite. Like you're literally just saw, Forum 3 get $10 million, and they already have companies that they're already working with as we speak on Starbucks' level. So, like, I hear what you're saying, but then on the other hand, there's companies like Starbucks who want a middle, someone like Farouk, someone like Illa Books, or whoever's up here, that can be that person that could host a space for them. Because you see this with brands, right? If no one's really interested in the project, no one really comes to this space. It doesn't matter if they have a fucking A-list celebrity, and you've seen that a lot.
What I'm trying to say is that's being fixed. That's what I'm trying to say. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to make the rails invisible between Web 2 and Web 3, right? So the onboarding experience, go look at the onboarding experience for .swoosh, right? Like what I'm trying to say is they're trying to make those rails invisible so they can use their current marketing hand or hire their Web3 hand that they're going to use, like their marketing engine. What I'm trying to say is they are less likely to come over and grab like a T-Moss or someone like that to move that forward, because they want to resonate with .swoosh. They have a certain audience that they're targeting and they're going after. They want to resonate with them to get them in.
I know, but compared Farouk to like a shit poster, bro. Like, I'm
not comparing Farouk to a shit poster.
That not happening. You know what I mean? I mean the people who represent this space, in the punch up, uplifting, non-negative way.
No, I know Farouk runs Forum radio.
I mean, and you got to think Bunchu, bro. Even the owner of Forum 3 or the co-founder, bro, he has a Utes PFP. Like these dudes are like super like tapped in with fucking Web3. So like, I hear you, but there's brands there's huge brands I don't really want to have Bunchy whip my ass that are gonna fucking really go, holy shit, I'm glad I switched my life to Web3.
Scott, what I'm trying to say is
let me get to some of these dot swoosh hands, please, bro.
Hold
Crypto
on.
Bite, people are lost right now, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You had 30 seconds, sir.
Okay.
Profits, who's next?
I want to hear from Agent.
Me too.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up, man?
So I wanted to, get off topic. I'm not even sure what the topic is. I'm
trying to hear from Emily now.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yeah, what up?
Yo, okay. I just gotta point out, sorry, crypto. Let's not go discouraging small business that wants to enter with the Web3 tech stack, because
am I rugged?
nothing is going.
Yeah, you rugged for sure.
Nothing is going to squash innovation quite like telling people that they can't do it better than some giant brand that doesn't have a foothold in the space and doesn't really understand the culture. Like, fuck off with that narrative. Back on, NFT projects mismanaging their money, the one that pissed me off the absolute most at like the end of 2021, early 2022, was these charity projects that would come out and they would like run a mint and donate everything that they made. And it's like, have you ever interacted with a charity before? Because any charity that's intending to be around for longer than like a single event and make a big, novelty check donation for clout, doesn't give all of the money over right away. They use that money to perpetuate, whatever they're trying to fundraise for, and they invest a large amount of it for the future. They have like all these longevity plans. They, are frequently talking to people with large stacks of cash to get in on their wills and like where that money is coming from. Like all of these charity projects, I feel like they were such a clout, mail it in, like almost get yourself some more followers so you can launch a slow rugger later. Those ones like epically pissed me off. And like, they would take all the money and they would just like donate it right away. But I'm not saying that's a
Really? Oh wow. No, I didn't. I'm not free this weekend, no.
Did she get
she definitely
fucking the shit out of me.
What's going on, Emily? Emily, can you hear me?
I can
How's
hear
that
you.
Solana phone working?
It's not. Can you hear me?
All right,
it's definitely an Android phone.
Okay,
Emily.
first of all, it's an iPhone.
It's a what?
That shit is not an iPhone. That shit is a
Emily, I'm gonna go
The
ahead and
Cricket
bring you
Wireless
back up.
customer you are
I'll
trying
bring
to
you back
reach
up, Emily.
is not in service.
Real quick, guys, I just want to go ahead and just thank every single one of you for being here today. There's over 600 people here. It's been such an amazing talk. Like, you guys have no idea. If you haven't already, drop this in your alpha chats so you can be getting that alpha roll in that alpha group of yours, because you're dropping that alpha when you drop this link in that chat.
Now, I
Emily,
want to
you're
add
back.
to what Emily's saying, yo. If you got that, listen, 2023, please stop with the charity toxic positivity, talking about they're donating it all to charity or they're donating to charity. Because when you do a little research and you realize that the uncle of the founder owns the charity and it's not going to charity and they're just scheming, it's a marketing tactic. So stop with the toxic positivity nonsense with these charity projects too, because we all know how they all end up. Me personally, couldn't name one that I saw actually go to charity. If you guys did see one or whatever, I'm sure it's out there. I just couldn't name one. I also don't truly know where the funds go unless it's a charity that's well known, and sometimes those get mismanaged as well. But regardless of that, please stop with the toxic positivity. If you're going to use charity as a marketing tactic, I don't respect you.
Folks, do you remember Fishy Fam earlier this
Crypto
year?
Emily was talking. Emily Bite was talking.
Hello. Sorry, I was so flustered because Rite Aid calls me 17 times a day to tell me my one prescription is ready. And like, fuck off, Rite Aid. I'm on Do Not Disturb now, though, so we're square. Okay, so there's a really cool project called Indelible Labs, and they have a platform that you can mint on-chain NFT collections with, and they literally just have a switch you can flip and say, I want to donate X percentage of the proceeds. I think it's called the Giving Block is who they're interacted with, and the Giving Block is like a really trusted platform for crypto charity donations. So like they've made it cake. Like it's easy to do, but I just think it's a stupid way to go about it. How's that saying go? Something like the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I feel like so many of these projects come out here and they're like, yeah, like I'm a, fresh out of college grad and X random whatever thingy. And like, I'm going to run a business now. And it's like, bro, have you even mowed lawns before in your neighborhood? Like you didn't even work at the ice cream store in high school. How the fuck are you going to run a business? You've never even like taken an accounting class. Like, can you set up QuickBooks? Do you know anything about, balancing a ledger? I think you do. And like, I'm not talking about, your ledger to secure your crypto. I'm talking about like an actual physical ledger. Like people think that they can learn on our dime. And like, some of them have a knack for marketing and like, sorry, Zagabond, but like, stop learning off my fucking dollar. Like, no, pay your way through college like the rest of us did, or pay it in sweat equity, like trying to build a business that turns a profit for fucking once, please. Sorry, more from when I was listening. I really hope in 2023 we can let go of the concept of like IP providing you incredible amounts of value. Like I've rarely seen an IP play turn out to be worth anything at all. These companies that are like massive and people think they're gonna like rent their NFT to, that's not gonna happen. If that company wanted that NFT, they would just buy it and use it themselves. And they have like enormous brand guidelines and like absolutely endless designers and very skilled marketers that like don't want someone's shitty Fiverr art. Like that's, and not to mention the fact that like if someone's only value is IP.
No, Emily, we got to get to these hands, Emily. I really appreciate
I was about to say, go off.
Please, Emily, you got it.
I want to hear. Listen, Emily. Thank you. Beans. I need to hear it. It needs to be good.
Emily, Beans, if it's not good, right in the middle of the conversation, rude books mode activated, your ass is grass, sir.
Understood, guys. Love the space. I really feel like everybody needs to drill down these projects the way that everyone's been professionally conversing here. But I just wanted to comment on the NFT Inspect news. I know it's probably a couple of topics back, but just wanted to give my 2 cents. I understand how important tools can be especially when you're using it to expedite success, especially in Web3. I'm a trader, and if I don't have my analytics tools, I would be lost for a good period of time. But on my side of the coin, I'm on the other side of the sword. I think the NFT Inspect news is kind of a good thing. I think just from on the outside looking in, I think a lot of people put pressure on themselves, checking it every day, especially with these like new aspiring influencers, or I mean, not even influencers, people that just want to make an impact in the space. It kind of drove them to like a point of insecurity. As far as what I've experienced from people that I've been listening to and following on Twitter, even down to tailoring their content based off of statistics instead of authenticity. And I feel like when anyone isn't like authentic in their own way, it's very hard to keep up with that, especially if if you have a long-term perspective in this space. People are just posting what they want to hear. Or people that want to hear it, instead of like a positive intention of how they truly feel. And this was kind of to one of the Davids that are up here on stage. To David's point, it's been creating like a super toxic environment in the Twitter community. When they comment on they're all for you until they pass you, but once they pass you, it's like it's a bloodbath. So in my opinion, there's plenty of room at the table still, and I definitely appreciate healthy competition. But if it's not too much, I would definitely love to hear insight from the others, especially the ones on the
Beans.
stage.
Are we related?
I've seen that people...
Are you my cousin, Beans? Are you my long lost cousin? No, Beans. I totally agree with your take, bro. And I got in a big ass public fight with Yako. I got a big ass argument with fucking E-Mark on the stage once. And it's not so much I'm focused on NFT and spec, but what I said earlier, you just never know about Web3, right? Like fucking Twitter. What if the Twitter office that one day fucking shit got fucked up and we all like, or half of us lost the account. It was like Avengers or something. Like you never know in Web3 what goes tomorrow. So that's what's exciting.
Profits, whose hand was next?
My phone was locked. My bad. K Money, what's up, man?
Yo, I was just gonna talk about what Emily was talking about with the charities. So like my friends and I, we started a nonprofit in 2016, and the reason we started is because we realized that charities actually are like some of the most corrupt organizations, unless they follow like the 100% charity model. Like, for instance, not to throw fucking shade at the Red Cross, but if you're going to donate $100 to the Red Cross, only about 20 cents, or no, sorry, only about like, I think like 10 to $20 of that money is going to go to the actual cause. The rest is going to go towards like their infrastructure to help continue the cause. There's charities out there like, let's say Charity Water, that follow a 100% model where they get all of their funding to run as a business from sponsors. Like Charity Water, they're sponsored by Samsung, like I think Nike, Apple, like just like a bunch of big tech companies. So like they could, operate as a business. Then that way, anytime you do donate money, it goes to the actual cause. So I mean, I'm all for people donating to charity, but like, again, it's like for anyone out there that's like a project founder or like aspiring project founder and you do want to donate money, I would just say like definitely do due diligence on the charities you work with, because those are some of the most fucking corrupt organizations I've ever seen. I'm done talking.
What's up, agent?
You still want me to stay on topic?
I want to hear what you have to say, maybe.
Okay, I just wanted to talk about how people really they kind of laugh at the whole concept of an art piece being an NFT, like a one of one or something, because it's like, oh, I copy pasted it, but they're missing the point that really this is all about the metaverse. And in a metaverse, it's all going to have copyright protections built in. So, like, yeah, I could buy, like, an NFT that's an art piece, but it could be, like, some cool 3D thing that you could only view with, like, goggles or brain chip or something. And it's like you won't be able to see it anywhere unless you own the NFT. So, like, no one...
We're going to have to get Mario in.
Yo, Adrian, did you take shrooms today?
That sounds like
I haven't taken shrooms. I mean, I haven't taken shrooms in a while, but it's just like what I'm saying is pretty obvious. Is the metaverse is going to have the copyright protections built in, and it's going to be really hard to get around because it's going to be run by AI, and you're not going to be able, like, if you're living in the metaverse, like, you're not going to be able to just, like, it's going to be like it was like 30 years ago where you had to buy the CD to hear the song, where you had to, like, buy the picture to see it, or, like, go somewhere that someone who bought it actually put it up. So, like, really this one of one thing, or, like, selling music as NFTs and all that, it really is actually where it's at. It's just, it's not going to be reality for, like, another 10 or 20 years, where people are, like, actually living in the Matrix. But once, the whole Matrix scenario is a reality, then, yeah, this whole thing of, like, yeah, it's going to be like, 30 years ago where you actually had to buy something to hear it or look at it or go to a museum or something, because you're not going to be able to, like, just copy paste it, because the metaverse is going to have rules.
Do you, Agent, have your AirPods in your pocket?
I don't have AirPods.
Do you think this could be done on a floppy disk?
Let's get to these hands. Farouk, I
No,
see your
but
hand
agent,
up.
what would agent? I just want to say something real quick. How would that stop? Like, if I had like Google glasses or something, and I screenshot that shit,
I'm ripping
I'd be like,
Scott's beats in 20 years, no matter what platform.
yeah,
he
yeah,
puts them on.
Chicago, yeah. That sounds like if Chicago could be like, fuck that, bro.
I'm gonna have a fucking camcorder recording off fucking
Yeah.
speakers like a bootleg movie at the flea market.
I'm not talking about Google Glasses. I'm talking about like brain chips and shit. Like where people
I'm not
are
gonna be
like
alive in 25 years to fucking figure this out. So let's just fucking worry about the
Yeah,
short.
me and Dula being our grandpa metaverse. Yeah, we won't even be here, bro.
Be alive in the
So you think you're gonna be dead in 25 years?
I got tinnitus now. By the time I get to fucking 65, I'm gonna have like 12% hearing and fucking have to learn sign
Well,
language.
dude, it doesn't matter because it's gonna be a brain chip and you don't need your physical
Well, then
hearing.
fucking let's go,
Why does
Elon,
it
for
have
giving
to
me
be
a
a
chance
brain
to hear.
chip? Why a brain chip?
Is it
Well,
gonna be like
that's just
Wall-E
the
when
end
they get
game.
up there and we're all being like those wheelchairs, all overweight and shit?
It doesn't matter what our physical bodies are like because we're just gonna have a brain chip and life in the physical world is gonna be so horrible.
Did you watch
that
the
you're just gonna want to live in the
Agent,
metaverse?
we're gonna get back on the topic, my friend.
I mean,
If I end up like the
Demolition
end of
Man and
Wall-E,
Total
I'm gonna
Recall
cry.
still
You
haven't
know?
happened yet, so we're at least 20 years
We just
behind
got
those two
we just
movies.
got them glucose chips, you know, the ones under your muscle or whatever that they be advertising on TikTok and Instagram. Some brain chips are a little too far away. We're not even in Web 3.
I
We're in
know.
like Web 2.49 right now. And let's
Nah, the
take
brain
it step
chip
by
is
step.
ready.
I don't know, man. That brain chip's a little. It's not about it being ready, bro. It's about what it does to people.
We
And a whole
can't
bunch
even
of
get the
other shit.
Cybertruck
Yeah.
that me and Books ordered like 30 of. Like, where's my
I
goddamn
ordered too.
Cybertruck?
No, brain chip is way easier than
Elon owes us all
Cybertruck.
$100 for the Cybertruck, bro.
Bet.
It was the best free loan he could have
no
ever
like
given out.
production. There's no like production problems with the brain chip. The only problem is people accepting
Yo, you
it.
know what the best thing?
Other than that,
Yo,
it's
the
ready to
best
go.
thing.
I'm
the
not high
best thing
enough.
about Elon's Cybertruck was like it was like secretly exposing grifters because every grifter posted a screenshot that they ordered the Cybertruck on their Instagram, like, yo, just ordered the new
Dude, the amount of
Cybertruck. Like,
people I know that expected
I feel
to be
personally
driving
yo,
around.
all the bubblegum hustlers, like, bro, you put
Yo.
$100, my man. Settle down, sit down, and relax.
Hey, Books.
This is like
hey,
the Chicago
remember
Cubs.
in the
This was the
cook room?
Chicago Cubs waiting list, bro. You had to wait a decade and you didn't even fucking move.
I'm mad you, Book.
Bro, don't tell me you did it, Stacky.
If you don't have, if you're
Hey,
not
no,
number
Books,
one
we did
through
in our
fucking
cook group.
5,000,
We
you're
thought
at
we were
least in
so fucking
2026.
dope. I was like, yeah, bro, I got 10 Cybertrucks, bruh. Fuck yeah, I'm about to sell these for like 1,000 each in like 8 months, bro.
Dude, there were people selling their reservations on eBay right out the gate, bro. Like selling screenshots of the reservation for the fucking car based on the fucking number.
Fucking COVID, bro. Like, there's never be an era of fucking reselling fucking shit ever again. Sorry, but let's get back on topic. My bad, Farouk.
Yo,
Oh,
Farouk's
that
hand is up.
charity is our
Farouk,
scam?
what's up?
Farouk, what up?
Yo!
What up, Farouk?
Did you call my name?
Yeah, your hand was up, of course. I
Was
even
it?
skipped Crypto Bite. Yeah, 100%.
Shit, my bad. Vanessa was talking to me, so I had volume down. And then I hear, like, my name, like, in far out. And I was like, holy shit. What's up, y'all? We're talking about brain chips?
Absolutely no
Yeah,
way.
but what you?
We're talking about marketing.
Yeah, I
I
was
can't
gonna
wait
say,
for, like,
what's your?
brain chip projects to come and, like, hire influencers in NFT space to sell brain chip NFTs.
These motherfuckers are living in Web 7.
Yo, chestnut checkers, Chicago.
Remember when Jack Dorsey said that? We're working on Web 5 and people fucking were like, dude, Jack is just so fucking light years ahead, bro.
I was confused.
Wait, you ready? Ready?
See what
I'm
I mean?
gonna
Yeah,
blow
I'm
everybody's
just
mind,
wondering.
dude. After Web 3, I'm gonna just listen. You guys heard it here first. Web 4 comes next, and then Web 5. I know it's tough to think about, but it's gonna happen probably in that order, unless they decimal it like a 3.5 or something, because 2 should have been 2.3, that kind of deal.
I hate Facebook. Someone wrote on my post, because I always write about Web3, like a fucking asshole on Facebook. Dude, my boy really said, what is a Web3, dude? I almost broke my phone. I said, bro, I've been trying to help you for fucking a year straight. Some of my best friends will not listen to me. I know we all feel that, bro. Like, it's crazy. My own blood brother, like, I'm like, bro, like, come work in Web3, like, you'll kill it. And he just can't fathom like what we do. Like, he just doesn't understand the shit.
Scott, we talk to each other. Like, we've been talking to each other for the last 2 years. I don't think did we onboard anybody at this point?
David, what's up, pal?
I just want to say that marketing is not getting a press release. All you motherfuckers paying like $40,000 for a press release from Cointelegraph.
Medium.
Y'all dumb.
No, yo, what's the other one? PR Newswire.
Yeah, there you go.
PR Newswire is like
That's
a
like that's the
$3,500
one from
pack.
$3.99. You know.
Yeah,
that shit like $200.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
what happened? These
People are
Web2
getting pitched on the
companies come in.
$3,500. Let me consult and get
What
that
about
through
Forbes?
40 pack.
Forbes
Okay, so
10,000,
by the way-
15,000.
Oh yeah, the Yahoo News too. Don't forget the Yahoo News.
But even if you get in these things, like if you get a Forbes article, you get an entrepreneur article, like first of all, half you people don't even read or know how to read. So who cares? Nobody cares about that. Like seriously,
They just want to put the logo on their website.
Exactly. It's like, you remember when like websites first came out and like people will put in like as seen on Yahoo Finance. I don't give a shit. Listen, the most successful companies hire real branding.
As seen now, Forbes under 30.
Oh, please. Call on the Moon or whatever his goddamn name is. He got that shit. I don't know what country he got the 30 for 30 in. So, like, all this stuff is whack, man. Seriously. Oh, yo.
New York Times.
Hey, David, that's a
bestseller.
great point because there's a third. Guys, there's not just one 30 of 30 list. They'll do 30 of 30 Singapore.
Oh, bro, it's like 30 India.
Japan. Yeah, and guys, what David's talking about.
Wow,
Bro,
clever
I know all of
motherfuckers.
us, everyone from the that works in media gets this list. It's a fucking Google sheet, right? With fucking Yahoo 1200, fucking Forbes 30 under 30 next year, fucking 12,000.
Influensive.
Literally, it's A.
Yep.
Yeah, it's A to fucking Z, and you can literally start with 200 and go up to like 15 grand. And literally, you could auto blue check yourself. I mean, that's what I used. You know, I would go, okay, how can I get this person 3 articles? You know what I mean? Can we do one organically and pay the other 2? Boom, got a blue check, a legacy check. So yeah, look motherfuckers up, man. That's all we're saying. Like, look motherfuckers up. You go on Farouk's IG, you see he been around. Like, you go on Illa's IG, you see he been around. Like, you go on Prophet's books, mine. You go on our LinkedIn's, anything. It's all traceable for fucking decades. Like, there's no, yeah, I did this for this $1 billion company, but everything was an NDA for the last 27 years, and I can't tell you shit.
Shanice,
please, let's stop.
I've got to correct your
There he
co-host.
is.
We've got insiders at Forbes. I've got my roommate here in my flat. We split the rent every month, and
I'm going in on this.
He works at Forbes, and
we've got boots on the
ground. We've got insiders. We've got boots on the ground here in Ukraine, here in Dubai. We're working. My co-host Chet, he's working hard through everything, and we've got real Forbes articles. I've talked to the insiders. I've checked with my team. They verified my articles are all real.
Why?
I can't stand. Yesterday, honestly, I don't. Yesterday. I don't know if anybody was watching the game. I'm not going to go real off topic with this, but like, there's a young man who suffers. He went into cardiac arrest. 9 minutes that applying CPR on this young man. This dude comes out the woodworks. Like, should I host a space on this, motherfucker? Just because you played Madden one time, you do not know what football is. This dude has never seen a football game in his life. Wants to report on. Like, first of all, dude, tell all your fans, I don't know whether they're botted or not, tell them to pray for this gentleman who's 24 years old, second year in the league, starting safety. Pray for the man, not engagement farm, bro. Like, he is a cocksucker. I hope somebody sends this clip. I say,
I've got in my pocket here my AirPods, I think in one of my pockets, and I've got my AirPods in about 60 to 70% of the day. And when I've got my AirPods in, I'm completely tuned out from the physical world. I don't know what's happening around me. I don't care what's happening around me. if you look at the definition,
sounds like a drug.
Digital representation of the physical world. So I'm already socializing on WhatsApp with my team running my business. I'm on Zoom. Zoom is the new boardroom. Instagram is the new entertainment or TikTok. Filters are the new makeup. So we're already living.
Filters are the new makeup. Ain't no filters.
Ever since I've got my AirPod.
Now I see you using those filters, Profits.
Ever since I've gotten my AirPod and I put my AirPod here in my pocket, and one AirPod in one ear, I've been tuned out of the real world. I've been in the metaverse since 2016 when I bought my AirPod.
I love his salsa dancing. Like I don't know where the fucking salsa dancing.
The bachata.
Nah, bachata, baby. You got a bachata business. Don't fuck around.
My bad. Yo, relax, man. My bad. I'm off.
How did you get so good at that accent, Books?
Books is fucking crazy.
Bro, we had him on this stage, bro. He was telling us, I shit you not, we were calling him out for the bots. He was on here saying he checked with his insiders and with his team, and they verified that he doesn't bot his own spaces. Like, what the fuck does that mean, Fario?
Literally, while I was on an advisor board with him at Banger. While this guy is pitching, hey, we can bot the Discord, we can bot the fucking, he calls it growth hacking. We could growth hack.
He used to growth hack Clubhouse
hack this, and I didn't know that was.
Can he growth hack something for me that could use a little size? Like, come on, my guy.
And then all of a sudden, 6 months later, he's like the Spaces master. I was like, this shit's mad confusing because he had no idea about Web3 then. He was brought in as a Web2, bridge the token. Basically the token. They were launching a token with the NFT, and he was going to handle the growth hack on the token Telegram side. And then somehow that expertise landed him with AirPods in the metaverse. Now he's the fucking speaker.
Dealing with the accounting team is a nightmare for me, my accounting team. So for me, aspects of business are relaxing, and relaxing from other aspects that are stressful. And the other one is bachata. But obviously, if you skip dancing bachata at a festival, it gets exhausting, dancing for hours nonstop.
Yo, stop it, bro. Please, bro. Bachata.
Buddy do festival level bachata. That's some other shit.
Yo, I've seen those videos.
Talking so fast.
It's impressive.
Yo, it's funny as fuck though. Farouk, it's just as funny as when I come and listen to you speak French, bro. Like, it's impressive, but it's fucking funny, bro. Like, looking at his face and his moves and all that, this shit had me dying, bro. And it's not supposed to be funny, but just because I know him from Twitter, it's funny.
Yo, bro, why am I thinking about his face right now?
Yo, Farouk's got to think something's wrong with me because he has these spaces in French, and I want to join Farouk's room. I go and I join, and they're just rambling in French, and I just spam them with laughing emojis and bounce.
It's so funny. It's my favorite moment.
Farouk's like, what the hell is wrong with this guy, Books, yo?
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I could see why he's laughing too, so it's just hilarious to me. I love it.
Yo, Keisha, I see your hand up. What's up, love? How are you today? Good evening.
What's up, guys? How's it going? I didn't think my hand was
What's up, Keish?
What's up, guys? Look at the stage. Some real people I haven't seen or talked to in a
This is a bull market-ass stage, like, from top to bottom.
Look at this. Gatekeepers where? Ain't no fucking gatekeepers, baby!
Amazing. These are really people from day one. Like, this is crazy. I love it. How are you guys doing? How's it going?
Thriving. How you doing today, Keisha?
I am doing well. I am tired. I finished working, was out with my dog, was working out, and then now, listening to you guys the whole time. So, yeah, just hanging in. Loving the convo.
Yo, shout out to Keisha. We really love you and appreciate it. If you guys haven't followed her already, shoot her a follow. She is an awesome person. Not only that, building some real shit in Web3. She's a part of some really big, projects and companies, and I respect everything Keisha's doing in Web3. So I appreciate you and keep doing your thing.
Stop it. And I respect a lot of what you're doing. You guys are doing some crazy things, and Web3 Exposed is doing some crazy things. So I just love hanging around, and the group of people here is really the best of the best. Like, you just can't get any better than this. So
Keisha got the alpha today, and she's trying her best to not explode. Don't tell everybody.
I am not. I am really gonna keep an alpha. No, you guys got me all excited. But no, Profits and Books are really doing it. They might just look like they're doing just Twitter Space and that's it. But I feel like there's just so much more going on in the background that not a lot of people are aware of, or just like their intentions. Like the Spaces, I feel like is just the beginning for you guys, and just talking some real shit and having some really good conversations, which people just don't do anymore authentically. So yeah, I respect it. I'm always here to support, and I'm always here to help and chime in whenever I can to the conversations. But I just want to say to Books too, that accent is hilarious when he does it. Like, he's just so good at it. Sometimes I get confused and I'm like, hold up, how did I enter this dude's space? Because I don't go in there, because he's...
Yeah, I'm almost convinced when he talks dirty to his girl, he throws that accent on to fuck around.
He goes fucking full
I
Austin
remember
Powers.
him because I was also in Clubhouse in the early days. I wasn't big on Clubhouse. I didn't get big there, but I was in Clubhouse when it first started. When you had to get an invite to get in, like, I was there in Clubhouse, and I remember Mario. And he was doing those spaces with like other big people as well, and doing his growth marketing hacks or whatever. But as somebody who's like technically a journalist and have worked in the journalistic background, like his misinformation and all the things he does, like, it's honestly very like just dangerous and unethical in like so many ways. So it's like, it's definitely keep making fun of him and everything like that. But like also what he's doing is like, he can get in serious trouble. His crew can get in serious trouble. And yeah, he really needs to
He
stop.
got bachata laying back on.
Hold on. Why does this stage right now look like ETH is at like 4,000? I just checked. ETH didn't even up.
I feel like it's almost this could get at 5.
Is this a bull? Are we in a bull market?
This is Solana.
We're
getting the bad back together, at 230 or whatever.
Y'all doing this on purpose?
No, we're not. It really looks like this stage looks like ETH is at like $4,200.
And then you actually open your wallet,
and the shit's at 1,200.
Just a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I just want my soul to be back at 240, bro.
Very sobering moment.
It takes so little to excite us nowadays. Let's be really honest.
I mean, for those who hold soul, I think 50 cents gets them a little excited. You know what I mean?
Bro, you guys get excited when Books fucking turns into Fario, bro. It's fucking... Ashley, what's up? Go ahead.
Hey, just wanted to hop in here because I heard y'all were talking about charity projects earlier, and
and nobody mentioned boobs, bro.
Nobody talk about you, Ashley.
Oh no! I know. I just wanted to say.
Hey, settle down, Ashley. Don't fuck us up.
Somebody was talking about the Giving Block, and I was just gonna say that I really do think it's a good company to donate to. Like, I've been donating a long time.
Giving Block's legit.
Yes, and if you donate to charity directly through them, you can actually get like some savings, some tax savings, like on your trading. So like if you have like, let's say you gave like 30% of your earnings or profits to charity, then you get a percentage off, like that you can write off on your taxes.
100% agreed.
Yeah, before the Luna crash, there was a lot of companies using the Anchor protocol perpetuity to like, I actually knew Angel Protocol was the name, and they were connected to
Yep,
Luna.
love Angel. They're awesome.
I know the team. I was very close to them. I got some charities onboarded on there, but like the concept of giving in perpetuity through using the yield that you can incur from Anchor Protocol, like that was a really game changer for charities. And unfortunately, Luna, we all know, we don't want to talk about it, but, it happened what happened. But I think that that's still another avenue that I think even the Giving Block is looking at, of like how to use other DeFi or yielding platforms to like continue that giving in perpetuity. So it's a really cool concept, but 100% Giving Block is legit, and they work with a lot of charities, and you could even like send them some charities to onboard as well. But I think if anyone knows a local charity or even any charity that is probably struggling, I know Laura Miami Ape has connected me with a charity in Colombia that now is accepting cryptocurrency because they're learning about it. So, teach your local charity about this, and it's just another way for them to you know, gain the funds they need.
Yo, I thought my contact lenses are ripping. We got Morgan on the stage. Welcome to the stage, Morgan. How you doing? What's up?
Hey, I'm good. How are you? You guys been doing freaking great on these spaces. I mean, like you guys have been showing up every single day. You got a huge freaking audience here. I just want to come up here and just give you guys like a round of applause. Congratulations to all you've done. I mean, I know when you guys are starting, it was a little bit small, but now look at you guys here. So congratulations on all your hard work. We all need, you know, people in the space to kind of, you know, say it how it is, and you guys are really doing a great job at that. So let's go.
Yo, that means a
All
lot.
peace has been restored on the timeline.
I appreciate that. Everybody knows I really found my voice on Morgan's stage because it was just, it was always just, yeah, it was just always lax. It was always lax. It was always never generated in like a specific way, and we were all able to kind of be ourselves and then coexist. So definitely always appreciate you, and you know, keep doing your thing, and you know, staying your path. I appreciate
Hey
you.
guys, I always defend Morgan and got love for Morgan for one fucking reason. You know, when my page was disabled, and I'll never forget this and always speak of it. When my page got disabled on Twitter, like I worked really hard to get 10,000 followers, it got disabled for an awful reason, because of the Zagabond shit. Morgan was the only big influencer that fucking, she posted, hey, my friend Book's page was disabled, please follow his new account, and like showed me love. And ever since then, like I've been a huge fan of hers.
Oh, Bucks, I remember that day. That was like, I couldn't believe it. You know, you've been showing up every single day, and all of a sudden your account went gone. You're trying to spread the truth, and then all of a sudden your account like disappeared. No, I mean, I was like, I'm not going to have that. So I really appreciate that.
I appreciate you.
That was like, I remember that time, like in early 2021, where people's accounts were getting lost or hacked, or like things were going on, and people were really like out there spreading the word. Like a lot of the accounts would get together and like help each other out. People would DM like, oh, my account just got hacked, like let people know, and people would really let each other know. Like I feel like we were tighter back then.
Hey Keisha, remember they had that speaking of that sheet that, you know, we were talking about with David, they also had that thing where you could
disable anyone's Instagram or
there goes the AirPod.
Yeah.
I was about to say, what happened?
No, hey, I took you guys' advice. I do one at a time now, so I don't like they don't fucking both go out. But yeah, Keisha, you used to be able to pay $80. I remember shit. I remember Morgs. You got your shit fucking taken on IG. I remember Ashley. The same person did Morgan and Ashley. How fucking weird was that? Same
I remember
dude.
that.
Yeah, the same dude, and that whole era, like you literally like some places were charging even cheaper, like $75, and you could delete someone or. You know, they get on it, say you're doing child bad, you know, this robo flag your fucking thing of child shit or threatening yourself, hurting yourself, you know, and then boom, your shit's fucking gone. Or they just took your shit and iced it. So I'm glad like that they kind of fixed that.
I got a question. My bad. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that happened to one of my accounts. I'm like Farouk. I've been in the meme era for a long time. One of my pages got purged during the meme purge at 1.2 million, but I had another page at like 100,000, and they botted me, and I could never get it back.
Yo, the meme purge was crazy.
You remember that? Yeah, Farouk, I had mine. I was at extremist. I had 1.2 million.
I had a homies with fucking like 20 million followers gone overnight. Ciao. Never see them again.
Wait, on Instagram?
Yeah, the great meme purge of you should go check out.
Yo, he said ciao.
Like literally, no, dead ass. Like this is just how it was, though. That's why like a lot of people like they gotta understand like if you think like if you all you have is your Twitter page, like you don't have anything. Like I've seen like David, we've seen millions of followers wipe overnight just for little things here and there, or things that are so stupid, or things he didn't even do. Things that previous owners have done.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Or, you know,
I know Farouk didn't either, dude. It was horrible.
Yo, did anyone
use my Instagram for like 5 months.
randomly get followed by the rap group Cypress Hill? in the last like week or two?
Yes.
What's that from?
Not the last week.
Yo, when and
They entering Web3, baby. They're entering Web3.
Hits from the
Just like Scotty.
What happened?
Just like Scotty Pippen.
Did everybody else get followed by like that phase of John Cena? Did everyone like the John Cena was just?
I got John Cena.
John Cena
followed.
followed me. Why? What happened? A lot of people. It happened to people.
And then you check and he follows 400,000 people.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? What is John? Maybe he's slowly trying to get into the space. You know what I mean? Maybe we can't judge him just yet.
He released an NFT project that was like a massive failure. Like he couldn't even sell like 30 of them, and then he abandoned the space. Like
poor
the NFT
John
space.
Cena, man. I mean, poor guy.
Now I just look up the agency. If I go, okay, that agency dropped this, this, and this, and those projects are doing well. Like that's how I judge celeb shit now. I'm like, okay, this is obviously not Scottie Pippen fucking tweeting all this shit the whole time. Who's tweeting it? Oh, I fuck with this company. Like, you know what I mean? So like that, I kind of do it that way now instead of judging the celeb or you know, like, you know, Books always brings up the what is that, Ethereum Max Books?
Yep.
With the with Kim Kardashian and shit. So yeah, I always just go, what agents? Because obviously it's not the celeb just going, hey, I'm gonna drop a fucking token. I just learned Solidity, or you know, no fucking celeb's ever gonna fucking say that. So I always just look, what agency are they going through? Is their team like, you know, is that agency done anything in Web3? I mean, I some are dope Web2 ones, but I'm not gonna like, you know, stand by something if they haven't done at least something like, you know, something Web3 affiliated that was somewhat successful.
You know something interesting about the Ethereum Max is, you know, they reached out to our reputation management company. We turned them down.
Yo, David, for who?
I have a whole list. I know exactly the whole team.
Here's the thing with Ethereum Max that nobody knows about. There was no management company or anything. There was a kid named Jonah that's very fucking connected. He's a Jewish kid living in LA. Like, he's a phone call away from Trump, Biden, Kim Kardashian, and it's not, hey, can you do this for 100,000? It's, hey, Kim, I need you to do this. Sends her the instructions. She's got to do it. Mayweather, I need you to do this by 3 o'clock. Sent. Trump, I need you to meet me tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Done. Not asking or nothing like that. That guy was making a lot of things happen. I kind of watched it happen.
Yeah, there's a few people that they had little like
the information. Hold on, sorry, David. This is the part. This is what I'm trying to do better at. I'm giving context. This is the information that you normally would not get. This is a context you normally would not get. I always bring this back up, and not to put Books on a pedestal, bro. He's in the top like 5%, 3%, like meaning like he's, you know, he's pretty liquid, right? He's made a lot of money in crypto, outside of crypto. He has real estate, right? What am I trying to say? People like this that run the world ideally are not telling you these things because it's not in their benefit. So him saying these things, again, take heed. Like most of your Spaces hosts, and it's not like, oh, we're better, and it's not like that. Like, bro, there was a point this guy had fucking 30 people in his room and his fucking worth multi-millions. Like, still 30 fucking people. Clearly that means nothing. The fucking point is take heed, because there's some real experience and backing here when he's speaking. My bad, David, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I know Books knows his shit because I saw a spreadsheet with little departments, Instagram handles of, and it's funny because I can tell you this, it's a lot of the one word, just like I think Scott was saying earlier. It's a lot of the one word ats, you know. They swap, they get a cool at, they build some followers, and you know, and they're the same people, they're the same group, just like Books always talks about in the same group messages.
Yep, and look what happens. Books pisses people off, and the bots come. Thanks, Books.
It's always Books.
Love you, pal. Yeah, you know
Always
why I
Books.
know it's him? Because they're fucking retweeting and liking shit that he wrote 70 days
Crazy.
ago, and I'm tagged in. It's so annoying, bro.
Always Books causing trouble and shit.
Coño.
Yo, these bots are mad weird though. Like they retweet old replies. Is anyone else getting these?
So I found, dude, I
I've seen
found a
that.
new, like, there's this weird thing. Sorry, Mario, I don't
I'm
know if
just
you guys,
gonna fucking smoke and not look at my notifications for 5 hours.
dude, there's this like weird thing happening. I don't know if it happens for y'all. So there's like this thing where every few days, like I see it every few weeks and stuff, I see it at night, there's these random accounts that get created with like either a Bored Ape or like a Zuki PFP. They go for like the really popular ones, like the big accounts, like the big ones to seem legit. And then they'll have one tweet, the first tweet that'll be like a random phrase, like, I don't know, like sky's blue, whatever the fuck. And then the second tweet will be about someone. And it's like, I've seen a lot of these where it's like just fake accounts, and it's so weird. It's almost like people are running like specific like campaigns against your account and stuff to just get that shit like taken down and all. Like I took a lot of screenshots and sent them to JC, who works with us, because he saw it too. I could post them, but it's super weird.
Very weird. The Bored Ape ones is.
I'll send you that right now. You'll see.
They they were a lot worse like a few months ago. And now it's gotten a lot better, and I feel like a lot of them were disabled. But I asked Frank when he was on the stage yesterday, the Utes ones were really weird. They were posting that new PFP post, posting the Ute, and it was clearly bots, which was, like, that's the first time I've seen bots that are trying to benefit the project. The Bored Ape ones were trying to screw up the project. Same with the Azuki ones. Like they were trying to bait people in the DMs. They were really trying to finesse it. All this stuff you can find on GitHub. I just really don't understand the ones that are mass retweeting. Like they're retweeting old replies. Like what's the point of that is what I don't get. You get those, Morgan?
So
they don't retweet mine, but they've retweeted people who've replied to me. I've seen it a lot. Like back in the day, like old comments. I mean, it takes me down memory lane, but it's so weird. Like, why are these bots randomly retweeting something from like 5, 6, 7 months ago? It just like doesn't make sense. But it's happening a lot.
My theory is that the bots are like glitching. I feel like they're still trying to like get at here and like get to everybody's account, but since Elon supposedly is trying to like take them out and get them off the platform, I think bots are just struggling to bypass certain safety measures. That's just my theory, because it's also been even weird for me, and I don't have like a crazy following as some other people, but it's like it's just too much. Like I don't even know how to stop it, but it's like I think they're just glitching and overriding on things. It's my theory.
I wonder if it's like some algorithmic thing that they've like found out. They're just gonna retweet like certain tweets. I don't know. It's super weird. It doesn't make any sense. They're trying to maybe stay relevant so they don't get purged by Elon. I don't know. It's weird.
Even like I feel like it's almost impossible for Elon. Not impossible, but hard for him to get rid of bots in general, because people are just going to make new ones the next day. Like, yeah, he's going to get rid of a couple million bots, but tomorrow someone's just going to start launching more and more bots, so it's fucking annoying. I like the glitching thing though, because like it could be a bot attack for followers, and whatever preventative measures they put in place into the code is causing it to glitch. I kind of like that. What up, Gentle Tornado?
Yeah! Let's fucking go, dude! Energy in here is fucking electric. Woo! I love all you beautiful fucking people. Like, when David was fucking preaching earlier about fucking support people and like fuck the fake shit. Listen, if I see you in person, I'm gonna dap you up. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna probably give you a hug. I don't even fucking care. And then I'm gonna ride with you on this app. Like, no bullshit about we're homies in person, we're not homies on Twitter. Like, fuck that shit, dude. Let's be better together. Let's ride. Let's expose some fucking fake motherfuckers. Let's go, baby. Fuck.
Hey, sending all the love to you, Mr. Gentle, bro. Appreciate you as always.
Yo, motherfucker really is a gentle tornado. Like, he hits the room in a gentle way, but he's a tornado. Like, boom.
And his name is John Six.
I mean, that's what Six, that's your shit.
Yo, who
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like, yo, it was just...
Who got slammed? Who got slammed?
That was David, bro. That's awesome. That's funny.
Yeah, no, because when he came up, he had that energy. He was like, yo, like, I thought John Cena came into place and shit.
Yo, hold on, David. You never heard Six do that, right? You never.
Nah, man.
That's so funny, bro. Six
That's
does that
crazy.
on his late night show. That's
Yeah,
so
that's
fucking
sick
funny.
shit, David.
That's what I do when I kick somebody off.
My bad, bro. My bad. I ain't mean to
No,
go
not
ahead.
like that. Not like that. It's just
Nah,
funny.
you
I thought
good.
you
You
did it 'cause
good.
of that.
Hey, that's why I laugh. I said, oh shit, who got slammed? Out of here. You gotta go.
Oh man, you guys are great.
That's like one thing.
I see I got everybody. I'm a man. I'm gonna get some shout outs. Books, Prophet, Sky, David in the house. Ashley, what's going on? Illa the motherfucking producer. You better not forget the motherfucker Keisha, David, Jackie, Farouk, even though he don't follow me in the motherfucker. I think because I got better looking hair than him. It's all right, though. I see you with the curly hair.
Nah, you got a
hanging out.
full beard.
Yeah, man. I see what's going on. Morgan was there.
I just fixed that, but there's no way you got better hair.
Man, you crazy. You got to be crazy.
I own shampoopoppy.eth. I'm literally the best hair on chain, bro. You already know, baby.
Listen. We can put that to the test. I take the braids down and listen. The reason why I have to wear braids is because all the women always just want to touch this luxurious Colombian gold motherfucker hair, player. So I'm gonna tell you a little something. I seen you. You got something going on. You got something. I ain't even gonna hate. I see. You got something over there. But no, buddy. No.
We gotta have a hair contest or something.
The curly Colombian locks. I don't know, Farouk. That's a tough.
I'm getting Zoolander.
I don't know, Keisha. You were with me.
They go crazy for it.
Keisha was with me out there in Paris.
I gotta say, his hair, like, it really does look voluptuous. Like, I wanted to ask him what conditioner he's using. I really did. I was like, damn, why is it just, it looks like so, it's like Jesus level type of hair. That's what Farouk's got going on.
I'm gonna tell you what he got, Keisha. Keisha, I'm gonna tell you what. Farouk,
I can't wait till Keisha meets Six.
He keeps somebody at the house, at the room. He got an assistant just for the hair. Nobody see her, nothing. It just, every time. Boom. Oh, hey, guys, I'll be back. I'm going to the bathroom. Meet me in the bathroom. Fix the hair. I'm coming right back out. Boom. He keep it around. That's what he got to do. It was looking like, because he looked like he just put some curly activator and this shit hanging. I said, oh, okay, you think he's slick around here. I see you, though.
I don't know. It's definitely some product. And I think, even his girlfriend, like, had very beautiful hair as well. So they might use the same product. I don't know. It's like, you really should, like, maybe DM it to me, Farouk. Just let me know what you do use,
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Can't even lie there, guys.
Farouk, what kind of conditioner are you using? Some Orbe?
No, I just that has been just using the same product since.
I want the girls to talk about my hair, bro. I'm a little jealous right now.
It's just literally shampoo, and this is just good product.
He's not a good trader. The girls don't like Farouk because he's a good trader. They like him because his hair. So please give books to Alpha.
Yeah, if you had an affiliate link or something, you'd be making bank of whatever product. Like, partner up with them. Just, do a couple of TikTok slow-mo videos.
Sponsor up,
flipping your hair.
Right there.
And then promote the product. Dude, you'll fucking NFTs. That's where the money's at.
Oh my god, you'll know I'm down bad if I go if one day I go back to that. You'll see me on Instagram. Yeah, market goes down lower. I'll be on Instagram, fucking making on TikTok, just making dances with the bottle and stuff, like before afters.
Nah, next radio sponsorship got to be Pantene, bro.
Herbal essence.
Nah, and all this shit is none of this shit is the good stuff. You know what I mean? Like you gotta write that sea buckthorn berry straight out of the Himalayan. That grows in the very, very deep cold. And this berry is magical. And that's great. So the product
berries. Let's get
the product's actually made in Israel. It's fucking holy. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's what's up.
That's why it's the Jesus hair. That's what it creates. It creates
a lot of shit was born out there. So, oh my.
I want to give a quick shout out to Elon Musk's alt account. Greg, I love you. Thank you for following me. I love you.
Is that the theory about Greg?
Hey, speaking on Elon, I don't know if Books and Profits, if you saw the guys with the Cybertrucks that were trying to come up, and I was scared. And I was like, oh shit, we was talking about the Cybertrucks. And then what also scaring me is all you crypto skulls that keep trying to come up. It was just an example, man. We don't be dissing no projects, man. It's just people just.
Why you scared?
Fuck that project. That was the biggest rug of all time, man. I was in that fucking room. People.
I love David.
Trading that fucking punks. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh my god. Yo, these. Oh my god. I had like DMs like, yo, bro, this is the biggest thing ever, man. Yo, this is going to the top, bigger than board, everything. I was like, yo, you are smoking crack, sniffing bath salts.
Can't hear anyone.
They both drew down 20%
Yeah,
plus.
motherfucker. It's all right,
For real,
bro.
come back
All
up.
right, I got you.
Jesus Christ.
I'll bring him back up. Go ahead, my bad. I'll bring him back up.
Cut my flow with your hair. No conditioner for you. No, fuck that project. And Gary Vee knew it too. I called that motherfucker out on right after that space was over. I went and opened up a space. I was like, yo, that's fucked up, man. Seriously. Listen, like a big name comes on there and like people are just like, yo, fuck it, crypto punk. I'm going into a skull. And that shit was ugly. I don't know what's uglier, Moonbirds or that shit. Like I'm still debating. I'm sorry if anybody's holding. I'm just saying I'm debating. Damn. My bad. Let me turn off my mic.
Nah, David, you fit in hella well here, bro. That's why we rock with you, bro. I love it, bro. Like we need more Davids, bro. Like not just like David's not like I'm just gonna guardian my name and what I'm doing. Like he's really speaking on shit that we all felt and what we all went through. You know, like I know we appreciate you, David, for real.
But keep it a buck though. Like seriously, like Gary Vee took a marker, shoved it up his ass, turned sideways and started doodling on paper, right? And y'all bought it, but y'all won't support people in this space that actually are super creative. I ain't got beef with Gary Vee. I think he's done, honestly, a phenomenal job outside in Web 2, created, hella companies and shit. And he gave all you motherfuckers advice to quit your jobs that were paying you like 500 G's and just like fucking just YOLO, do whatever you're good at, and y'all failed and y'all went back to McDonald's or whatnot. But still, all I'm saying is that he came into this space, right? He put a markup up his ass, seriously, and he just drew. Like, if you look at those drawings, anybody could have done them. And y'all supported him. Listen, okay, God bless. But like, your best friend who is doing shit right now, this is like the Amazon to the small business comparison, right? You would not support that small business, but you went to Amazon for your shit. And like, it is what it is, man.
For the sake of David being here, it's in my heart. I gotta do this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get straight to the next part of the show, the educational portion.
Are you
guys,
selling
go ahead and take out your notebooks. Take out your notebooks. Take out your pen. Your pens. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
NFT technology is remarkable. It's insane because the first year of people discovering it, their scammiest friend made $83,000 selling a penguin with a penis in its eye. Of course, normal people don't get it. They're right. It's the same reason people didn't get the internet in '99. You had normal people saying, how the hell is pets.com worth $85 billion?
How the fuck is Web3 Exposed getting 700 fucking listeners a day? Bro. Ashley, what's goody?
I was gonna say, like, I love David so much. Like, he's a real motherfucker, and not only that, like, he tells people, like, you need to support people in the space. He's the first one to fucking support people in the space. He was like one of the very first supporters of my project, and I will never forget. Like, he didn't ask for anything. He just was being real. Like, he does that with so many people. So, just wanted to shout him out because big fan.
I hate compliments, but thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you.
Speechless.
Nah, I'm fucking never good at that shit though. Like,
David, are you making content, David?
Yo, no, I think it's just that it's fucked up. We don't support our own, and I keep saying this for like years up in this shit, that we don't support our own people. Like, fuck it, they fail, but like, why don't we support our own? Like, why do we keep supporting outsiders? Like, fucking these influencer fucking lists, the most influential people in 2022, motherfuckers were here for like 29 seconds and they made the fucking list. Like, shit like that bothers me. Like, maybe it's like petty shit, but like, it bothers me. Like, people do dope shit here, don't get recognized, don't get a platform, don't get shit. So like, you know what? Like if I have to be like one of these people that step up and like somebody else follows the lead and somebody else has a bigger platform and they go ahead and do it, system goes off here. But like, that's how we take this shit to the next level. That's how real adoption happens, right? That's how real adoption happens. Like, we're seeking real adoption. Well, you know what? If you got a platform, put somebody up on one. Like, seriously, man. Like, the community did it for us. Why don't we pay them back? Pay it forward, right? I'm just saying, man.
Punch up, man. 2023, David. That's why we putting ladders down, punching up, hands out, whatever we could do to help the next man with you know, the next woman with a platform. That it's all free. We don't keep score too, man. Like, all you guys are like, you know, that never been here before, stop keeping score. Do this shit because you want to do this shit. I bet you in 5 years that young dude you helped out starts a protocol and all of a sudden he gonna hire you now. So yeah, man, like I love how you say that, David. We just said this yesterday, you know, about how fuck buying some bonk, go fucking spend that $30 or 3 soul on somebody's fucking project in this fucking room that comes every day that support, like, their project be like 0.008 of a polygon and motherfuckers be like, nah, I can't do it, I'm gonna go risk 7,500 and hide behind my wife's back this money for a year and fuck it off on bonk, but I'm not gonna spend $33 on you know, my homegirl's one of one photo collection, and shit, she could be the next drift or something, you know. So yeah, no, David, I agree. The motherfucking priorities are crooked. And Illa, bro, you used to yell at people about this 18 months ago, bro, and it's like shit still ain't changed, David. Like, Illa used to yell at, like, what the fuck are we doing buying the penguins with the penis in their eye? But we got all our own people, like, literally starving. Not everybody, you know, hits the dope licks in the space. A lot of people we fuck with every day can't even pay their bills still. So we ain't all winning yet. So let all the people that ain't winning, let's throw that ladder down, man. Like, there's infinite amount of space, and I don't mean to sound like a cornball, but literally the metaverse is infinite. Why the fuck are we tripping how much space somebody's taking up, you know, in quote unquote Web3? It's infinite, right? So fuck it. Like, let's keep putting the ladder down, keep punching up, like. And DJs, you can still DJ and be positive. Like, when I say I don't fuck with shit posters, that doesn't mean like all of, like, it just means the negative shit. Like, you could be a positive shit poster. There's so many of them. Ashley, you're a perfect example. Like, Ashley drops alpha shit, like, it's a whole mix of shit, right? Like, so, like, man, like, you don't gotta be like a shit poster and then say like fuck Web3, you know, in the same sentence. Like, you don't have to be that guy. Like, you could be funny as hell, but be funny in a positive way, man, because that shit gets picked up in the news articles, man. Like, we don't need to get what did we talk about yesterday? The mutes that hump you in the metaverse. We don't need no more stories like that. We need like fucking stories about Ashley selling out a project and helping out a bunch of people that have cancer. That's the kind of shit that needs to be hitting these headlines.
Nah, facts. What's up, Gene?
Hey guys, it's been a minute. I hope everyone is well and got into the new year strong and happy and healthy. There are a few things that are on my mind about this space. Not like the space itself, just everything that's going on. Just a little backdrop on me. I've been working on an MVP and I'm in a lot of calls with a lot of different people that know way more than me, and I'm very grateful for that. I feel like the reason why I don't believe this space is going anywhere or it's going to die is because too much money has already been invested, right? Like, too many people believe in it that have important positions, including early adopters, even though some of them have kind of like, abandon the space a little bit. But it's like their first love. They'll come back. You know what I mean? At some point, it's gonna be like good, like that.
Yeah, Gene, you gotta forget about the people like you and I and all the retail investors, and you really have to look at the big corporations that are investing a lot of real money in this space. Like, I'm not talking about buying NFTs and investing in Bored Apes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said I don't think it's going
So you
anywhere,
think Nike and all these big companies, like the banks that are starting to do things towards this space, you think
Fidelity?
Hey, you think Starbucks is just shooting crabs in the bucket? Like,
I don't think you understood what I said. I said I don't think it's going anywhere. Like, it's not going to go away. The reason why it's not going to go away is because partially there are people, like people in this room, but in general, in the background, there are different projects being built and invested in that if even one project serves its purpose the way it's supposed to, the hype train goes all the way around again.
No, that's not what's going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some facts.
Oh shit, crypto's back.
Data.
What's up, pal?
Data and facts is what we got to bring out, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, can I go, Bro Profits?
Go. No. You can go, but you gotta be quick, my guy. Like, it can't be 2 minutes to tell us something that can be told in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. 30 seconds. So here are some facts. All of the big brands who ran experiments with the metaverse in 2022 are repeating it in 2023, and they're actually only increasing their investment spend. Most brands are on the predicting model of seeing a 5% total revenue from digital products sold in virtual worlds by 2028, and that's done. That analysis is done by multiple groups, consulting groups across many big brands, LVMH, other very large brands. This is only the beginning. The Gen Z community, when surveyed, is 82% likely to purchase a digital product of some type, whether that's a digital wearable or some type of digital item over a physical product. I can keep going, but
I don't understand.
We are only at the very beginning here of data.
I love the stats that you're throwing in the room. I really appreciate it. It's just I don't see how you interrupting me saying something that I'm saying like was like the move. You feel me? Like what you're saying is 100% correct. But my whole point is when we are talking to investors or we're talking to different people that are working in this space in Singapore, in freaking America,
don't
whatever.
say people. Don't say people. Say who it is.
For example, Anisha, she's in Singapore, right? She works with different projects. And I had a conversation with her last week about how Singapore is feeling, like the atmosphere. I'm coming from a perspective of someone who's actually building in this space. Like, I'm not necessarily like flipping NFTs with zero utility for a profit. Like, I'm actually trying to build something. So my conversation will always be, okay, in regards to investors, what does that look like? In regards to development, what does that look like? So I agree with you. When I'm seeing the temperature about like crypto, Web3, all of it is currently not the best. And the reason why it's going to recover is because people are already invested. And then you mentioned some statistics about how projects were successful or big companies were successful last year and they're going to come back and do all that good stuff. Yeah, of course they're going to come back. But right now, if you go on the streets and you ask anyone about crypto, not like obviously industry specialists, people that know their shit, people that are not the people that are signing off on the marketing dollars required to onboard people that kind of heard about NFT as a scam. Even if you don't know anything about NFTs, they're associated with a scam, right? So now
you just said you're focused on the builders, and now you're talking about retail. Can you pick the type of people that you're worried about?
We all take responsibilities for that. It's our fault that normies look at this shit like a scam because we promote shit like BONK down their throat.
I agree with you. And it's funny that my opinion, I didn't even think it was going to be a controversial opinion because it's not a controversial opinion. I think again, the people will go where the money goes. And I didn't know I had to classify and specify which people. Again, the people that are already in this space, they understand that there are bad apples, and some of these bad apples have affected the image of Web3. It does not change the fact that Web3 is going to continue to develop, and certain projects are going to make the entire space look good.
Instagram influencers made me forget, never want to wear Fashion Nova. So I get what you're saying. And I think also, too, it's important to realize people learn from these mistakes, right? What do I mean? Like, a lot of times I was scared away from crypto in 2016, 17 during the ICO situation because I lost a lot of money. And then I realized, okay, well, crypto's not a scam. I just invested into some scams. And then you learn, right? So everybody has their way of learning and leaving and coming back. So you're not necessarily wrong, but to think that it's like slowing down is, I don't know. I think you're a little far off because the biggest companies of the world are investing.
Yeah, we can't be rushing. It's not.
Of course, they're investing, but it's not. When I started doing the fundraise for Meta Game Hub, though, you guys can look at Meta Game Hub though. I'm not necessarily full-time part of the project anymore. When I was part of the people, didn't even understand what we meant by metaverse. I sat down with head of innovation at Siemens. You can Google Siemens. It's like a conglomerate here in Germany, and I had a 3-day workshop with them about metaverse and virtual reality and NFTs and the future thereof, right? And 2 years ago, they were not interested, but for them it was more of an opportunity.
Yeah, it's a future thing. It's a 5-year, it's like a 5 to 10 year plan. But
exactly. Six months later, I got an email from her, and she's like, "Oh, let's get on another call. Let's pick it up." We got on the call, and then all this stuff started happening, right? All the negative.
You gotta listen, Gene. You gotta stick around and just know that just because it doesn't happen on your time doesn't mean it's not going to happen. If you're really bullish on the future of the space, hold on. If you're bullish on the space, the future of the space, and you're passionate about whatever it is you're good at and what your strengths is, get to work. Keep going to work. Keep doing what you're doing, and eventually they'll catch up. I got tons of people that, turned me down, whatever it is, or couldn't afford, or whatever the case may be, and then 6 months later, damn, I fired 5 people. I'm ready for you now. Because they realize what it is that they don't need 10 people for one job. Shit like that. Crypto Jeweler, what's going on, bro? I haven't gotten my fucking Mutant Ape chain. Don't know what's going on there. I don't know why you thought you could come on the stage without giving me my chain. But what's up?
Man, y'all are killing it, by the way. Congrats on just all the love you guys have been getting, first of all, because that shit is fucking amazing. You guys deserve it. You're out here every single fucking day doing your shit, and it shows. So congrats there. This conversation's great, too, because, it's really, it's good to have insights on both sides. Yes, big companies are, and, I haven't looked into the numbers, really, but it sounds right. Like, I fully expect them to have just as much of a spend in 2023 and dive deeper into this. But at the same time, yeah, there are people that are building and trying to really build something special that aren't getting, the attention that they deserve as well. And there's a balance there that I think is gonna play in 2023. And we all play our own part. Yeah, we're all gonna try to flip and do our thing there. But, I think most of us who are here for the long haul do dabble and support artists that we vibe with and want to be a part of as well. But going to the metaverse conversation, it is it's a longer term strategy. And, this is like you said, a 5 to 10 year strategy. And many people in the NFT space are so now, when this and that, they can't kind of see past that initial, well, am I going to make a bunch of money on this? Am I going to come out with a bag, or am I going to be holding these things forever? And they don't really see the value of literally, investment of longer term solutions for, let's say, fashion, in the metaverse. That's going to be, I think, the biggest thing available. There's all these avatars, all these lands, all these places that you're going to be able to explore and have experiences with, whether it be AR, VR, strictly on, monitor, whatever, like, you're going to want to be accessorized. You're going to want to be full out in fashion, and all those companies are going to be building for it. And, the smaller guys who are maybe not getting the attention now, all they got to do is keep building. Like, they're going to get seen. We're so fucking early to this shit still. We don't even know what that shit's going to look like in 5 years. It could be completely different. And, I'm just bullish on it. You can't help but be a little bit bullish. And I think, already in 2023, we got a bit more of that positive mentality, looking at things at a broader horizon than we did in 2022, when it was just pump this, pump that, and quick gains.
Not facts, bro. Listen, a lot of people too in this space are not realizing, like, it's so early. Like, real builders, real creators, and real companies are not looking at the price of fucking Bitcoin and ETH to build for Web3. They don't care if it's at 4,000, 1,200, none. They're building the product. They've got a plan. This plan is for the next 5 years. When their product is ready, man, that product might put us in a fucking bull run. Who knows what's going to happen, but they're just not worried about the price. We worry too much about price here. Rather, even as builders, as founders, we're worried too much about price and not building no product, and it's turning into a fucking Ponzi, if I'm being real with you. That's what I'm seeing. What up, Illa?
Yeah, man, if you're a founder, thank you. Yeah, if you're a founder, you don't have that capital like some of these big boys that come with these hype projects, and you wonder where the hype is. It's because they spent $100,000 to $200,000 to get
At
that
Club
hype
11.
going. Not even in Club Web 3. There's 100 to 200 racks they're spending. It's not 50,000. It's not 60,000. It's the same thing if you want a #1 record, if you want the #1 movie. It costs money to get that much, to get the attention. Like, attention is not free. So that's when you're a new project and you're a founder that's starting out, you just got to get that bullshit out of your head of selling out for $1 million and then getting upset when it doesn't happen. Because if you think that these people that you see sell out right away spent $0, then you are crazy. Same as in Web 2, same as in anything. It costs money to get that much attention out of all to cut through out of all the different projects. So that's not to discourage you. I said all that to say this: you got 2 to 5 years, or maybe in crypto and NFTs it moves much faster. Maybe it's 1 to 3 years. You got to drop one project, build a small following, be active in the space, add on, continue to build that project out, whether it's through airdrops or a companion drop or whatever it is, so people can see you working. That's sweat equity. That's the same amount after a few years. Your time in this space will add up to the amount of hype that somebody comes in that spends the 200 grand out the gate. But you got to spend that time building out the community, letting people see you bust your ass. That's the same thing in any industry. The person that comes in throwing the money around, they're going to get the hype, but they may burn out fast. The person who does the slow grind and everyone sees you grinding, shooting in the gym, showing up every day, missing shots, and then year 2, you sinking shots, and then by year 3, you get drafted. You wonder why you got the standing ovation, because people saw you grind from year 1. So everyone needs to start being realistic in this space and stop looking at the motherfucker who hyped it up. Unless you got 200 grand, then you can go ahead and be like, yo, my man, who'd you pay? And then you can get the hype project, because those guys they're taking a risk too. Yo, am I lying?
100% accurate.
Straight up.
Hey, and Illa, I just want to say too, bro, on New Year's, people think that Illa just got the job at Yuga because of Web 2. Have no idea, because someone tagged me and Illa in a post on New Year's about last New Year's. And me and Illa, we fucking spent New Year's on Spaces last fucking New Year's. And at that time, Illa had no idea. He was just so bullish on the apes like he's always been. He had no idea he was going to Yuga.
I had no idea I was going to start working at OpenSea, but we just grinded it out like Illa said, 1 to 3 years. Grind out whatever little hole, whatever marketing, digital strategy, consulting. If you want to do the founder thing, you know, we talked about that earlier. You know, it's hard, but do that. 1 to 3 years, you know, that'd be like 4 to 7, like Illa's saying. It's fucking, and you leave the Web 2 shit at the door. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
that's what I'm trying to get at. You leave the Web 2 shit at the door. You take what you learned from that shit. You pivot it here, apply it to the 1 to 3 year plan, like Illa said. And I swear to God, this shit, there's a rainbow. There's a goal at the whatever you want. You know, whether it's gold, a fucking job, a fucking, you know, more following. You want to be. If NFT Inspect survives, you want to be one on there, whatever it is, it'll be there. You just got to show up from 1 to 3 years.
Can I finish that little bit off there just to say that that's exactly right. And when you look at somebody who's had to put that amount of money forward to make that pump happen, to make all that hype happen, like you don't want you. Like
he doesn't just mean that. He doesn't just mean that, crypto jeweler. You like you're marketing yourself at the end of the day, bro. Like no one eyes are not going to come on your project just because you launched a project and you're just talking to two friends about it. Like you're not going to sell out. And I've seen people upset, not realizing why no one's buying their project because they did nothing. They saw a TikTok video that said, hey, here's how you launch an NFT project and make $1 million today, blah, 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 blah. They came into Twitter, didn't make a name for themselves. No one knows who they are, have no followers, launched a project, and nobody's fucking buying it. The competition, the people that they're saying, damn, why did it work for him? They're not realizing that person put 100, 200,000 into themselves, invested it into marketing themselves, and people are not realizing.
Yeah, no doubt. I want to caution to say that, like, even if you can, this isn't for everybody, but when you put that much money up front to market that, and even if you do sell out, you have to be prepared. If you're gonna hype that floor, whatever you want to call it, to astronomical amounts of ETH, you got to have the background and the backing to be able to support that moving forward, or else it's going to come crashing down. You can see that on a lot of people that have put all this money into that to pump it up, and it just come crashing down, where you're starting to see these builders that have been going for 2 years now plus and just grinding every day. It's been a slow roll, but their shit is solid, you know? So there's different, and not to say that when you put that big money that it can't be solid, because there's great examples of that too, absolutely. But, you know, it's the money behind it isn't always everything, and it's definitely something to be conscious of whenever you're building, especially if you're starting out.
I mean, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna make it real simple. In Web 2, you have to build a product or deliver a service that has value before you get users, right? Like they didn't go like build an NFT project and then build Instagram.
You got to market yourself too. You can't just load a website and make an Instagram page and you've got this great product that no one knows about.
No, but my point is, like, the builders of Instagram, like there wasn't this idea of, like, you know, make a PFP project, launch it, and then we'll go build Instagram, right? Like, we need to change that mentality. Build the product first, or figure out what your service is, like have a real business, and then launch an NFT. I mean, that's what all of these brands are doing. Like, all these brands who are going to come in and literally just start kicking everyone's ass, that's what they're doing. They already have like an awesome brand or a great product, and they're like, okay, cool, now I need to get my cost, you know, user cost acquisition down. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an awesome Web3 community. You hear Scott talk about this all the time. And they're like, all right, great, now I just need an artist, and I need to be able to build out an NFT and add utility to it, right? So maybe if I own a shoe company, then I'll go create NFTs for the shoes that I have, and I'll have special promotions for people who buy that stuff within that tight community, right? Like, this is the type of shit that's happening, right? If I own a cooking company and I already make like a successful, let's say I make like a successful, a successful set of pans or something, right, that are used. Well, maybe I'll make digital twins of those pans, and holders of that will get some value. Like, guys, the game is up for like creating stupid roadmaps, doing a PFP project,
and expecting something to mint out. Like, the show's over. It's time to actually build, a product or a service the way you would any other company, and then figure out how to, attach NFT to it if you want to do that. I don't think this whole.
Before we get to the next hand, thank you for that, Mr. Bite. Remember that this is a platform that you decided to tune in on. So entitlement, sassiness, rudeness, leave that shit at the door. The fact you get 30 seconds on the stage, listen, I'm not a fucking dictator, but this is our platform. We have a specific way that we like to run it. Everybody gets to talk. At the same time, we also need to stay on topic.
I'm sorry, nobody wants to hear rambling on, like, and lose the room and all that. Like, it fucking sucks. No offense. And that's not to Crypto Bite, it's to everybody.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I just doing my mod job here. Anyway, Waylon, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just respond just to what CryptoBite just said. I actually don't want to see it go away that you can mint a project and then build a product. Yeah, like we saw a lot of bad actors and maybe not PFPs will always be around. But NFTs have definitely opened up a door to, an alternative way of raising capital. And it's almost like I'm betting on like the quality of the product launch or the team even earlier than I was able to before. And I think it'd be a shame to watch it go away. Like, yeah, it'd be great that everybody builds their product, but most founders, they need funding to build their product. So what are they going to do? Go out and raise VC, and then we're right back into a centralized service or centralized situation. So just something to think about.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going nowhere because right now it's in the bear market. We could say shit like that. Soon as we have because we don't even know if NFTs are still tied to the macro and tied to crypto, because in 2024 there's going to be the next halving. Do we think there's not going to be an NFT bull run before 2024? As much degens are still here, as much cap liquidity that's on the sideline that pours in the next hype project that will pop up 2 weeks from now, maybe next week or 3 weeks from now, there's going to be another one that's going to make a ton of fucking money. And the reason I don't agree with everything Bite was saying about these big brands that are going to crush everybody is because I've still yet to see a big brand come in and make more money than fucking Kevin's. That kid who was 23 years old, still wet behind his ears, made $70 million, bro. There's not one big brand that's come in here and done that yet. So
there is. No, there is.
Who?
Yeah, I can pull the data.
Mike Jones.
Like, I really want to know who made that money on the mint.
Yeah, there are several brands that have generated that. That's actually why they're coming back this year, is because the revenue model's proved out, right? Like, this is an additive revenue model to a lot.
Crypto, but I need to know who, because the Pepsis and the Adidas and all of them, they made 30 million, 20 million. This kid made $70 million, bro. Like, it's just like,
I thought that was the highest, Illa. I thought that was the highest too. For some reason, I thought that was.
Yeah, like I still have not somebody do, and he was using Unity assets. Like some shit. You
Kevin the top signal.
Yo, and Kevin wasn't even the top signal. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with some of what you're saying, Crypto, and I agree with some of what Waylon's saying. Like, the model needs to change, and I don't believe, like, to raise money and then come with your product, that's a recipe for disaster. You know what's the thing that we do in the industry? When you find a dope artist from the hood, you get as much work out of him as possible. You get 10 albums, mixtapes, because the minute somebody who never had money touches millions of dollars, all your hunger's gone. What are you building at that point? You've already succeeded. Like, the thing that you were working towards is already achieved. So then the laziness comes in. You know what's much better than building out your product when you got $8 million? The brand new Porsche 911 and going to pop bottles that live with a bunch of girls that you never seen before in your life. That's what's way more attractive. Not only on day one, on day 300 of you making that money. So that's
actually the fundamental problem that I have with what Waylon was saying.
McLaren out of Porsche.
That
Clary.
The
the fact that people can come in and use this as an alternative to raising seed money, when you raise seed money, you have a commitment to an investor. You have to get that money back, to the investor. That's your job. You can't just go buy a Porsche with the seed money, or you're going to jail essentially. In this world, that's the problem is that people can mint out and say, well, boy, that was good enough. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm going to go get, I don't have to do much work now. I made enough promises.
Because crypto buy, you got to think it's a backwards model. It's backwards, right?
Yes.
Like usually crypto buy, you be like, hey, brother, let's start a dry cleaners. Me, you, and Illa, bro. And Books is going to spot us 50 grand and we're going to give him, half the company. So we're like, hopefully this first year, guys, we make 200 grand, right? That'd be a fucking amazing first year for a dry cleaner. We're here. We're like, no. You don't even have to build the company first, bro. We gonna give you, like Illa says, 70 M's on the front like a motherfucking athlete. Like literally give the young kid 70 M's up front and then freestyle. Go ahead, bro. Figure this shit out. Try to be the next Gordon or Luka. Go ahead, bro. You got 70 M's now. You got it. The smart ones at least hire people. At least the smart ones go, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I got all this paper. I'm going to hire a motherfucking squad.
But there's no consequences, right?
There is none. There is none. As of now, you're right.
None, right? Like the audience can complain or the customers or investors.
But do you think it will go back when they start when Southern District of New York finally starts going after influencers we all know? Do you think they're just going to go back to the FTC guidelines because that's all there is?
If you ever get a court subpoena,
there's no law.
If you ever get a court subpoena and it says Southern District of New York on it, boy, are you fucked. 80% of more than 80% of the time, you're fucked. You're screwed. You ain't beating that unless you got a lot of money. You're going to need a VC for that court case.
And that's what the problem is, right? Is that money brings greed, right? And so when we can make money.
All right, Crypto Bite, bro. We got to get to the hands, bro. You're getting a little too comfortable. I give you an inch, you take 10 miles. Not a mile, 10. What's up, David?
Yo, I don't.
Every fucking time.
Y'all joke on him, and that shit makes me laugh when I come up here. But I was gonna say, VC money, like that's nice. Number one is debt. I would rather build out the company and then okay, fine, go after VC money. But like these VCs, like who's gonna actually help you with the connections you need into the Web 2 world? Because you've already built in Web 3, right? How can they connect you with the Web 2 world? That, like, I don't know. For instance, if you're in media, right? You want media connections out in Web 2. Those are the type of VCs that you're looking for. Also, I want to speak on the fact that I was in NFT when I was at NFT NYC, and I was on stage and whatever. I was just I was a speaker there, and then I came off. You had these Web 2 companies need us. You got to remember this, man. These Web 2 companies need us, not the other way around. Like I had Audi run up to me. I had like a bunch of these companies run up to me like, yo, how do we get it? We need somebody. We need somebody to tell us how we can go ahead and structure our thing. Like these people need us in this space. So remember, like build yourself up because in 2 to 3 years, they'll be knocking out your door. Seriously, if you really build a good name for yourself.
Yo, and if you're getting VC anything, right? Like the topic of VC, like your project is at that level where you built it out and it's time to discuss VC stuff, as I would highly recommend you hire a CFO because they know how to deal with these things, right? They know how to talk to these VCs. Guys, I could be someone that you look up to in the space and you think that I drop gems and you like me, but I don't even feel comfortable in myself dealing with a VC. I need a lawyer. I need a CFO. I need someone that's got experience dealing with VCs. What David said about like these companies need us, right? Rather than prostituting yourself out to this VC, I need the money. I'll take whatever the fuck they say. Find out what these VCs can bring to you. What other companies are these VCs dealing with? Who can they connect you with to further push your brand in real life and stuff like that? So you can negotiate with VCs where it's not just money. You can negotiate terms where your business benefits from further connections that you're getting through this VC as well. So please be fucking smart when it comes to this.
We mentioned John Cena, and I'm going to say this real quick. John Cena has like millions of fans, right? Like, dude has millions of fans. Like, people, like kids buy his shit all over the place, sold out arenas and shit. He couldn't sell out his NFT collection. That's because he's not entrenched into this world. But people here who have been around for 6 months, who go around to room, they sell out. They sell out. They're not known outside of this industry. They're known within. So that's why I say, like, it's very important to build your name, man. It's very important to build your name the right way. Play the long-term game. Delay your gratification. Don't seek the instant. Delay it and watch what happens. Again, a year or two, you'll be in a really fucking good position, man. Yo, fuck that. Yo, the NFT industry it's already, it is separate from the crypto industry. I've already said this. There's two industries. There's the NFT industry, and there's the crypto industry. Yeah, it's already been separated. That's it. So this bull run's coming. Y'all, I'm fucking bringing energy today. Fuck that shit, man.
AJ, what up?
What up, guys? Great space. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, Prophets. I haven't seen you in a minute. Scott, Books, everyone, Ash, Ella.
AJ, you got that money for me?
Yeah, 2023 is the year.
All right. Go ahead.
But I just wanted to say hi, and for me, being a founder of a project, which I'm not, which I'm actually happy I'm not right now. It's a tough life. I've seen it, and but I think it's whatever you can bring to the table, like Scott was talking about. If you don't have to be a founder, you could be, like a spaces guy or a branding guy or just whatever. There's digital artists I know, they're great people. You could bring something to the table if you like this space and then take your time. Like I saw Illa, I was there on his mint day for Hoo. Then he's still here and he's still in the space, and congrats on Yuga. And then I see David, he already built a Web3 media company, and then he drops an NFT. I think that's sick. And so there's a lot of people doing a lot of things, but it's the long game. And like for me, my expertise is sometimes different. Like, for example, my partner and family member has 4 billboards from LA to Las Vegas. And I've been talking to him about NFTs for 1 year. And now he wants to put a Bored Ape on a billboard from LA to Las Vegas. So now he's like, which Bored Ape should we use? And I'm like, oh my God, this is completely different, So that's the kind of stuff I'm thinking about. And then when you exit, there's a travel center and there's like a store for merchandise. So I think that's cool. Like there's a lot of things people can do for marketing and for to kind of branch out into Web 2. So I just wanted to say there's many ways you can skin this cat.
Appreciate you, bro. Caesar, welcome to the stage, man. Nice to hear from you. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for letting me up. Now, just making a comment. It's a little bit, I think we've kind of moved on in some ways, but what Waylon was talking about earlier, and then Illa kind of touched on it too, just the whole concept of, I think people get lost when you start throwing Web3 into things. Like they forget that all the old school stuff just goes away. Business is business. Numbers are numbers, accounting is accounting, relationships, marketing is marketing. Yeah, you do it in different ways, but just because you're building Web3 doesn't mean you're not having to follow the same rules of business. You still need revenue. You still got, it's interesting because I work with projects, and so I meet a lot of people, and just I've heard some people just make some weird comments in the past as well, where they're like, yeah, I mean, we're totally building a real brand or a real company, but we're Web3, so some of that stuff doesn't apply. And it's just like, what are you talking about?